Opie and Anthony, XM202.
You want to throw up for failure.
It's the most annoying thing on two legs.
What a bore fest.
Who cares about the funny? Just bring me the porn.
Aren't we dumb? Hee.
Opie. Oh, do you want to play? Anthony.
I will beat children about the head.
Jim Norton.
I'm dancing. I'm a naked whore.
It's indescribable. I'm trying.
It's like a rape that's covered by insurance.
Some of the comments they make are uncalled for.
Why are you crying?
The virus finally hit him.
Well, with Jimmy, you never know. It could be AIDS.
No.
Yes. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus that spreads from town to town across the U.S. of A.
I hate you.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get the show on the road.
Boring.
Like a dead possum.
The Negro.
Good morning and welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. The ONA virus spreading across America. I have decided to sit way up here today.
Your chair is awfully high this morning, Opie.
Well, we've just spent the last hour discussing the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people behind the scenes. Blah, 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 blah. 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 You need to do this more. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they're doing that. I believe there's a...
You need to be more structured. Blah, 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 blah. All they do is sit around and read newspapers before the show. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up.
That's what we need.
You know what I decided? I decided that I need to sit a lot higher, and that will help. And that will help the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's going to do it.
If they're going to micromanage, this is what I do today. I sit way up here because I want to be the most important person in broadcasting today.
You are so high up. I actually have to lift my head up to see you. That's going to do it.
You forgot to add this to the equation. I'm going nuts right in front of your eyes.
Who isn't?
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. How high up am I? I can't even see the ground.
Good 12 feet.
What?
12 feet up.
You're about 12, 13 feet in the air.
What did you say, little person?
I'm looking right at your hog. It really does show me who the boss is.
This is what's going to change the situation, the ratings. Everyone's all nervous about the Opie and Anthony Show. Well, in my world, people are saying that we're funny. How about that?
Enjoying the show.
How about that?
You know, God damn, it's just infuriating.
And I guess what? Super Agent Bob Eatman called you last night. He called me, and I said no.
I got a phone call.
I'm sick of people calling me blah 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 blah. You take 4 phone calls, and you get 4 different opinions about the Opie and Anthony Show. Well, there needs to be a little bit more of a buzz on the show. Really? Well, how about you let us do something with the radio show? How about you stop saying no?
A buzz? I'll tell you how we get a buzz. By doing things that interest people, that are attention getters.
I say light brights.
We put light brights around the city with that light up and say Opie, Anthony, Jim, O&A, virus. And we put them around subway stations and bridges and things like that. Why can't we do something like that? Light brights.
There's the light brights on the news.
Because
and
it
there
upsets
he is.
Boston.
Mayor Menino.
You know something, Boston? Hi, Boston. Listening on WBCN. Good morning.
And by the way, we love our listeners.
Love our listeners
tune
in
in
Boston.
to WBCN every morning. But I got to say it.
Your city's retarded.
I was going to say stupid.
Stupid. You're like the retarded kids that are getting scared at the movie. And we have to like hug you. Your city is stupid. There's light brights.
Light brights shut down your city.
I don't want to hear. If I hear the news refer to these things as devices one more time. Devices were left on the city. Apparently, the Cartoon Network.
There you go. Let's get everyone on the same page.
The Cartoon Network did a publicity stunt. for one of their fine cartoons. It is called Hunger Force. Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's a little surreal series about a talking milkshake, a box of fries, and a meatball. It's Cartoon Network, people.
Yeah, but the box of fries.
Yeah,
looks like our own Anthony. Looks like the cartoon version of you, pal.
Yeah, it's got a little goatee. It's angry.
And you know what? The meatball looks a lot like little Jimmy Norton.
Little Jimmy's the meatball.
When he shaves his head. And, of course, the angry cup. Well, that could be
That could be you, the angry cup.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. They talk about cartoons too much. Blah, 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 blah.
Guys, no food analogies. All right.
Stop it.
What about a break on Joe Biden? Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Dopes.
So
four phone calls, 4 different opinions. That's why I don't answer the phone anymore. That's why. I'd rather stare at the wall, which I do every night now.
Enough
because I'm going
with
nuts.
that. Enough with them. Oh.
Sorry, so it's a new cartoon?
Yeah, well, it's a cartoon on the Cartoon Network. On Turner Broadcasting owns the Cartoon Network. So they did a publicity stunt. Here we go. Let me tell you where. Boston, New York, L.A., Chicago, Atlanta, Seattle, Portland, Austin, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. That's where they did these promotions. What it looks like, it's a square that measures probably about 2 feet by 2 feet. It's got, think Light Bright. Think Light Bright. It's one of those little light-up things with one of the characters from this cartoon, and it lights up. There is a strip of batteries on the bottom to power the little LEDs, the little lights. They were then hanging these things from buildings, bridges, and just throwing them all over the city, kind of hanging them up with these big long poles. They would get to a high place so people could see them and not screw with them. Well, 9 cities out of the 10 didn't even notice
because they look like
like light brights. Well, Boston lost its mind over the light brights and phoned in bomb scares where the Boston police showed up and using air cannons and various other means blew up the light brights to save the city.
To save the city of Boston. They shut down subways and highways and bridges.
Yeah. The city that brought you Mohammed Atta International Airport, by the way.
Yeah.
Is the same city that is blowing up light brights for your safety.
So for everyone listening to us on WBCN right now, just hang your head in shame.
Be shameful of your city, and of course,
be embarrassed.
Of course,
be embarrassed.
Your Mayor Menino, who just is in charge, he is taking charge, and he has come out and spoken out against this. The prosecution in Boston. Oh my God, they're angry and they're prosecuting to the fullest extent of the law because there's a hoax law that you're not allowed to put hoax devices around the city. If you take the letter of the law, of course that means like fake bombs. These are light brights advertising a cartoon.
This is a kid's toy, basically.
Exactly.
And they want it to look like light brights.
Oh, my God.
We're using the word light brights, but I think they wanted people to think they're light brights.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mayor Menino. We, as a city, must come together in unity. Don't be afraid. We have just found a hungry hippo in the subway station. Please do not be alarmed. The police are blowing up yo-yos that have been found on a bridge.
You're dopes. It looked like a toy.
And the mayor had the guy in New York arrested, I guess.
All right, drop the etch-a-sketch. Shit. I just cursed. Drop the etch-a-sketch. Drop it. Oh, am I livid?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk through this all day just to make a point.
Yeah, you got to do something different today.
Yeah, shake it up.
I'm sitting really high up.
You're real high up.
I know this doesn't work too well on radio, but trust me, I'm way off the ground. I'd have to jump down off this seat. Well, yeah, so the mayor had one of the dudes in New York arrested, I guess, right?
Well, they
the
arrested...
mastermind behind this, or what?
They arrested the people that, I guess, put them up, that were planting them around the city.
Yeah.
And then they're also going to go after the company that came up with the ad campaign. And they're going after Turner Broadcasting. And, of course, Menino, using his favorite line, wants the license of the station pulled.
Does he?
He's going to report it to the FCC.
Does he?
And he wants the license of the Cartoon Network pulled. The Cartoon Network. Do you understand how silly your city sounds when your mayor flatten a person with a big steel plate in a tunnel is mad at the Cartoon Network? Do you know a woman driving her car was turned into a pancake? And the mayor is upset at cartoons. The big dig tunnels are like fish tanks, and the mayor is upset with cartoons. Oh, is it infuriating.
Up next, he's going to be taking on the Griffins. It's him against the Griffins.
I don't like the idea that the lead in it looks like me.
Here's the story coming out of Boston, with a wonderful quick clip of the mayor.
Now, in Massachusetts, it is a felony to use, transport, or plant a hoax bomb, and it is punishable by up to 5 years in prison and carries a $5,000 fine.
It's not a bomb.
Mayor Tom Menino says he is prepared to take any and all legal action available.
Which amounts to nothing.
This is a heavy penalty. It's imprisonment, 2 to 5 years for each one of them. So we're not playing around.
And tonight, Governor Pat...
Shut up, dummy.
Shut up, you dick. Oh, I hate that guy. Oh, do I hate him. Keep voting him in. Keep voting him in, Boston. What is wrong with you? Are they releasing a gas up there or something that they keep voting this idiot in?
Let's make it perfectly clear. These light brights were all over New York, all over Philly yesterday, all over San Francisco.
9 other cities.
And no one else bit. They're like, oh, wow, look at the cute light brights hanging everywhere.
The light bright with a little character on it.
What is this? And then, it looks like some kind of promotion. Whatever. In Boston.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Calling
no.
the National Guard. Cartoon characters are attacking our city.
Warning, warning.
Oh, my God, Boston. What is your problem?
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. We must blow up this easy bake oven. It's a child's toy, but it can be very dangerous.
It's imprisonment, 2 to 5 years for each one of them. So we're not playing around.
And tonight, Governor...
Oh, my God. Can we please call in somebody from Germany? Thank you. Never get to use that one.
Stupid siren.
I can see, checking one of them out and then going, and that's just sketchy.
It's a toy.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's a promotion.
Blow them all up!
They were blowing them up yesterday, Jimmy. Shutting down highways and subways.
The only thing that would have been better is if someone was injured during the course of blowing them up. Devices. Do you listen to those idiots talking about how it's a hoax to plant or transport or be in possession of a hoax bomb? If you have something that looks like a bomb and you plant it somewhere and people freak out, you could be arrested for it. All right? I could see that. You could pretty much, if they're calling this a device that falls under that hoax bomb thing, you could pretty much arrest anyone for carrying anything. A flashlight, any electrical device, an iPod. Yeah, it looks like a bomb. My God.
And what, someone just wrote, who was that? Was it you, E-Rock? Or somebody just wrote, what bomb lights up anyway?
Movie bombs. They have
bombs,
one
right.
little red flashing light or a little digital read down that stops it.
Because, see, when you want to,
click the red wire.
When you want to use a bomb, you want to kind of be, incognito.
No bomb.
Have it in the middle of a package or something.
Right. No bomb has ever had lights on it. It's usually a pipe bomb.
No bomb wants to bring attention to itself.
Yeah. Was there? Yeah, were there big rider trucks with light bulbs on them, with pictures of Cartman on the side?
Yeah.
No, it was that you try to keep the whole thing quiet until the big kaboom. Where's the kaboom? Where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
Good news, they got the Roadrunner. He's going to be...
My modulators! They've stolen my modulators!
The Roadrunner's been brought into Boston to consult the situation.
He knows how to handle Acme bombs.
But this just in...
Coyote angry.
Boston police have started to take the walk, don't walk signs down.
Oh,
yeah. It causes a threat.
I understand they're on a virgin actually roping off Rich Voss CDs.
Hey, it's a known fact. I love Boston. Love Boston. Go back as much as I can. But, man, you guys look really stupid
Your
today.
politicians.
You look really stupid today.
And your legal system, everything there is so stupid. They're just stupid. They're trying to deflect important things with stuff like this. So they're constantly on the lookout for a radio gag gone awry or light brights being placed all over the city. 10 cities got this done. 10 cities.
Yeah.
Not one other even batted an eye.
And it
Boston.
reminds me of the homeless shopping spree. Not to drag us into it, but I will. We did our homeless shopping spree, bring the homeless shopping for the Christmas season. And
totally innocent.
It was broadcast to 25 cities and all over XM and all over XM Canada. Only one city had a problem with it.
Boston.
The same city.
Menino.
There's something going on up there that's not right. Here's the rest of the story, by the way.
And tonight, Governor Patrick echoed Mayor Menino's dismay. In a statement, he says, quote, "This stunt has caused considerable disruption and anxiety in our community. I intend to consult with the Attorney General and other advisors about what recourse we may have."
Yeah, a lot of tension because you people panicked.
You overreacted, and sent the police in to blow these things up, and that's what. And it's because of a couple of stupid people. Hello, 911.
911, please, I think there's a bomb. I see something with lights and a smiley face, and I believe it's flipping the bird, because that's what it was doing. They showed it on the news. Oh, 911, hi. There's a bomb. Oh, my God. What do we do? Send the police.
They lose their mind and overreact like crazy and blow these things up. Why can't they just, look at one, assess the situation, even send over one of those cute little bomb robots, pick it up with its little hand, show it in the camera, and then go, you know what this is? This is a light bright.
Yeah.
Put it down, and let's go home.
Give it to your 3-year-old. He'll have fun with it.
Let's go drink.
He'll look at the blinking lights at home. He'll be fine.
Get in a fight with the fire department. Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go to Dave in Boston. Dave?
Hey, guys. Good show today.
Listen, man, you got to say it. I'm Dave. I live in Boston, and we are stupid. I want to hear it once.
Okay, I'm Dave. I live in Boston, and we are idiots.
Thank you.
We're idiots. And this whole thing is blown out of control.
Yeah, I want to get the feel of what Boston was feeling, yesterday.
Was there fear, Dave? Did you have anxiety?
Oh, I'm driving around, and the cops are just taking up the whole streets. I even heard one cop, coming back from after looking at the thing, going, "These are freaking light brights," and he knows it, and everybody else knows it, yet they're still going around blowing them all up.
Yeah, I think even during the middle of this, they realized, oh, okay.
Because they had to make a big deal of it, so now they can make a bigger deal of it legally.
Yeah.
I think once he calls out all the troops, he already looks like an idiot, so he's just got to finish it up.
Right. Now he's got to do the job right. You reacted to a light bright, and once you realize that, now you got to go the distance, blow them all up, and make a big deal like it's a bomb hoax.
Right.
It wasn't a bomb hoax. These things didn't look like bombs.
No.
If they wanted to plant a bunch of things that looked like bombs around to advertise something, I could see them getting upset. But this was do anything, put a poster up, and then say, oh, it looked like a bomb.
Yeah.
Well, what?
I was watching the news yesterday. I got nervous because all I heard, because the TV was in the other room, was Boston hoax, not happy. I'm like, oh, God, what did one of our listeners do?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was convinced that somehow we had something to do with
Yes, somehow. Usually when you hear hoax and Boston, we're in trouble.
Hoax, Boston, not happy.
Thank God.
Here we go again. It just makes Anthony and I and Jimmy very happy that Boston looks silly today because Mayor Menino's just a douche. He really is just a douche.
The only one that gave problems about the traveling virus was Menino Boston.
Yeah,
Menino.
Exactly. We weren't allowed to play the city of Boston because he's still holding a grudge. The homeless shopping spree, Boston was the only city that had a problem with it. And now the light bright thing, the only city that had a problem with it.
Sending the police to all the money that must have cost, the resources to blow up a kid's toy. That's fantastic.
Let's say hi to Joe in New York. Joe, what's up?
How you doing, guys?
Hey.
Listen, I think the mayor of Boston is watching too many Batman movies because the Joker could pull something like that with a light bright.
That's what. That is perfect. It is truly something only a Batman criminal would do. Little light bright things that go tick tock tick, and then right when the police try to disarm it, it goes boom, and then it really explodes.
Yeah.
Or just stupid blue gas comes out and puts the city to sleep.
The mayor of Gotham City. Tell him. Have a good one, guys.
Makes the Boston mayor sound like a retard. Who's already been struck by that one. That was the green gas.
By the way, bravo to the Cartoon Network.
Yeah, good job.
Let me tell you what's going on at the Cartoon Network today. They are behind closed doors, high-fiving, sneaking champagne out of their desk drawer.
This went better than they ever imagined.
Oh, yeah. In front of the news and all, they're going to be like, oh, wow, this blew up in our face.
We never intended. Harumph, we never intended to cause a panic in the community of Boston. Of that, we apologize sincerely, and we will make up for anything that we. Holy jeez, did you see all the press we got?
Yeah.
Yeah,
behind closed doors, it's party time. Yes, Dan.
And they're doing that half-assed apology that's not, we're sorry we did it. It's, we're sorry you took it this way.
We're sorry you reacted like morons. I love that. The backhanded, I'm sorry.
Let's go to Rusty in Boston. Rusty?
Yeah.
Rusty, you got to confess, just like a AA. You got to say, hi, my name is Rusty. I'm from Boston, and we're stupid.
Hi, my name is Rusty, and we are stupid.
I'm from Boston.
You do look pretty silly
today.
We are
stupid.
Because I was even going with it a little bit. I'm like, oh, wow, this is crazy. And then I saw the device.
Are
you kidding me?
The device. That's what they're calling on the news.
Me?
The news is calling them. These devices were planted like they make it sound sneaky. Right. Devices planted.
All right, what do you got, Rusty?
Yeah, I'm an iron worker, Local 7. We looked right down on the whole thing. Helicopters right above our heads. We looked up. We said, what the hell's going on? They said they got a package. We looked around at each other and we're like, it's nothing. We just went back to work. And then we looked down. We see people running all over the place. They tried shutting the job down. We said, this is stupid. We just kept working. And next thing you know, all the helicopters went away and we heard a little boom. We thought maybe it was the bomb.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
Hey, we got the press in Boston listening to us today. So what we want to say today is who's getting fired in Boston? Who's getting fired in Boston today?
Yeah.
Who was the one that started the panic?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the panicky Pete? Who was it? Head should roll in Boston.
The one that started the whole thing. Who was it?
Who was it? Because the rest of the cities had no problem. It was business as usual in every other city. All right, thank you, Rusty.
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah, hey, thank you. Love you guys.
Philly reacted like normal human beings by ignoring it. I mean, there's no reason.
If you check one and it's not, what do you think? Like there's 50 of them and one is not a bomb and 49 are?
Yeah.
All right.
I love that Batman thing, though, because only a stupid movie-type criminal would plant a bomb with stupid lights of a cartoon character on it.
All right. Can I lower my seat? It's getting very uncomfortable up here.
Yeah, I miss you.
Yeah.
The best part, people are like, there's no way he's sitting a lot higher than everybody else.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Trust us on this. He is.
You guys are looking up. How much higher am I than you? Seriously, 3 to 4 feet?
It's got to be 8 feet.
8 feet?
8 feet higher.
I'm looking at your chest and belly. Like, instead of your blue eyes, which I like to stare into, I'm looking right at your chest and belly.
You're going to have to put the seat down and take your headphones off, or you'll hit the ceiling with the headphones.
That. Well, if they want to micromanage, so this is what I do. This is what I think I need to do personally to get the ratings up. After the break, one of you guys have to decide to do something differently.
Well, sure ain't going to be meetings.
Right. blah, 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 blah. I once took 2 phone calls back to back, and I was told 2 completely different things.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That contradicted each other.
And I was like, remember how beat I was yesterday?
Yeah.
Really tired. Barely got any sleep because of that stupid Vista thing, and I was up all night. And then I get home and decide I was in bed by 5 o'clock.
For the night?
Afternoon. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I was so tired. So I went to sleep, but then at like 7 o'clock, the phone rings and wakes me up, and it's Bob. And then from sleeping to just your agent telling you what the people around the station, what management around the station is bipping about. Bip 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 bip. Bip 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 bip. Ugh.
No, it's called blah 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 blah.
I like
blah,
going
blah, 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 blah.
bip 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 bip. That whatever it is, it's just drivel. Enough. Don't take it personally that I haven't sat down and had the typical jock management meeting thing. I really don't do that.
We're too busy taking sales meetings.
There's email. Yeah. Well, I'll sit with any client that wants to sit down. But there are a lot of things that could just be dealt with in emails.
Right.
It gives you time to really think things out and write it, and then you send it off, and you don't got to look at anybody.
What was the line? They're not what do they say as far as meeting with us? They're not.
That we're not?
Yeah.
We're not taking it seriously, I think.
No, we're taking it seriously.
That was part of it.
Like we're not available for meetings.
We're not accessible for meetings. Yeah, we're not making ourselves accessible.
When you told me that, I laughed my ass
for meetings.
off. All we do is sales meetings.
I don't have to.
Sales meetings. Because it's all about sales on this end of the Opie and Anthony show.
If you want to meet, if they want to meet with me, if Manelli and Oliveira want to sit and meet, because I'm not very accessible. Opie's more accessible. Opie lives in the city. Here it is. A lot of it is logistics. I hate being miserable. There are some people that enjoy being miserable. I really don't like it. If I sit in meetings after an entire show, which, by the way, is more hours than everybody, I guess, except for Ron and Fez, do. We do a lot of radio. We do hours upon hours of radio on Free FM, other stations, and XM. After that...
Not counting our CB show.
CB, I might do some podcasts.
A little podcast here and there.
Smoke signal show that I do for the Indians. I had some hysterical puffs and poofs last night come off of the fire.
Just as a goof, soapbox.
Soapbox on the corner, like old school, talking about the commies.
Just as a goof.
I want to do that. I want to get on a soapbox and talk about stuff from like 50 years ago, like it's relevant. And what do we think? What are we going to do about the Negroes? Just something completely offensive. Oh, wait, the lawyer said no? Okay, sorry, we won't do that.
Can you believe women want to vote?
If we give women the vote, next they'll be taking away our penises. Unbelievable.
What are we going to do with the Negroes? I hear that every morning when I walk into the office.
Right.
Negro.
Rarely say it on mic.
All right, listen. We got to take a break.
But if they want to meet, I'll meet. But then they're going to hear some stuff.
Oh, yeah, they are.
That they might not want to hear. It's not it's not going to be a one-sided conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Enough.
Well, I got yelled at because we didn't meet with the lawyers, and then we met with the lawyers, and they told us exactly what we knew they were going to tell us. And that's why we didn't want to meet with the lawyers.
We're having issues with another promotion that we want to do.
Of course.
Another little contest, fun little thing that we want to do. Those things that we would call attention getters. That give a show a thing called a buzz and get people talking so they tune in and then are entertained by the rest of the show and tell friends. And that's how it works. But when they castrate you from doing these things, because every time you approach them with anything you want to do, it's shot down before you get the whole sentence out.
And what I try to explain to the big boss,
yeah,
when the lawyers start telling you no, then as a creative person, you stop thinking on that level.
And you stop, right.
Because some of our ideas, of course, they're ridiculous. Of course, but we got to ask, But it's the lawyer's job to try to figure out how to make it happen, or at least open the lines of communication and figure out that, okay, these guys still want to do some edgy stuff that is relatively safe or what have you, that protects the license of the station. But I told the big boss, when you hear no, that part of your brain just shuts down and goes, okay, it's not even worth my effort
thinking of
to think on that level, which we're great at thinking on, by the way.
I think we
have this light bright promotion. Let me tell you,
the light bright one's great.
Actually, spirographs.
Spirograph. We'll put that around and put fuses on them.
Yeah,
and light them.
I should put dynamite sticks and say, Opie and Anthony Dash, it's a dynamite show.
It'll blow you away. I think we should approach the lawyers every day with a new, completely outrageous thing. Like, we want to take 10 listeners, give them parachutes, except for one, and have them all jump off the roof. Like, present them with the most ridiculous ideas that they'll say no to, so that when we present them with something that really is normal, they'll go, oh, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds safe. We want to take 10 people with rifles, all loaded except for one, and they all get to shoot at each other.
Let's just become busybodies, just bothering them every day with dumb ideas.
Phone calls and emails.
Yeah.
CC'd to other people. CC'd.
We want to scare pregnant women when they're walking out of the doctor's office.
Why can't we do that?
Why not?
We'll go to a, OBGYN, an obstetrician, and when pregnant women come out, we'll jump out and scare them. We'll scare the baby out of them.
All right, we got to take a break.
Of course.
And we'll do something next. Oh, they want us to be more structured.
Yeah, that worked well.
So coming up next, more of this. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
That was the closest I've ever seen Jimmy drop an S-bomb while you hit the mic. Like, you said it the second Opie hit the mic. Wow.
I was saying an idea for a promotion for this radio show. There was a chimp on TV. We should get like a little friendly chimp and put an Opie and Anthony shirt on it.
Yeah.
And then just let it reach into its diaper and throw whatever it wants at passers-by.
That's an attention getter.
Yes, and it's also accurate. That's what you get if you tune in.
All right. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. That's 1-866-313-FREE. What else is going on today?
I'm going to get my eyebrows trimmed.
What?
I'm having my eyebrows trimmed.
Here we go.
And we're going to give them away to the listeners. If this doesn't create water cooler talk, nothing will.
Who's going to do the honors? Club Soda Kenny?
Old Hepburn hands.
He's got his Papa Geppetto glasses on.
Oh, God, you look like such a creep.
Hepburn hands, and now he's going to clip your eyebrows.
How does a 6'6" monster get away with wearing granny glasses?
I need them for reading glasses.
Reading?
Did you buy you bought those from like a drugstore too, right?
Yeah.
Right off the rack.
Yeah.
That's where you should buy your glasses. Off the rack.
Skinflint. Did you get a hat with a flower on it with those?
All right, Trim.
Jimmy's eyebrows, if I could describe them.
Yeah.
They're not, the whole thing isn't big and bushy. They're normal eyebrows, but then right at the arch of the brow, you get like these hairs that poke up like the tip of a lynx ears. You know how, like, you ever see a lynx and they got those hairs that poke off the top of their ears?
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening to the arch of your eyebrow.
It's bug-like. You got all of a sudden they just stick out. Just
antennae.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 that are about 2 to 3.5 inches long.
I hear if you cut that off, he can't walk through a doorway. He doesn't know how wide it is.
My girlfriend hates them, so I leave them.
Of course you do.
It's the only way I can get back at her, because she's like, they really look stupid. You got to cut them. I'm like, no, they make me look mysterious.
Mysterious. You should wax them into little points, little evil points.
Tie a girl to the train tracks.
All right.
Now, Kenny, how are you going to do this?
Carefully.
Very carefully, yes.
Yeah. Did anybody call the lawyers? They'll probably veto this.
Oh, no, could take an eye out with those scissors.
Are we ready to proceed?
Let's see what his technique is.
Yeah,
you don't clip yours? No, he's pushing him up.
What are you doing?
He's taking his thumb and in a homoerotic fashion, he's brushing the brow up.
He's stroking the brow upwards, so all those hairs that are matted down, that are long, that you might not be able to see, are now sticking up, and he can better trim them.
How about this? Can you not do that again?
Okay. I never did this before.
I know.
Oh, great. You're going to look fantastic. I hope you don't have a show for a month.
Would you be happier if you were doing it with a phone book in a station house?
The old days.
Now with cameras, you can't get away with anything.
Exactly.
Back in the day, before camcorders.
He's taking the scissors. He's holding Jimmy's head.
Oh, wow.
And clipping. Yeah. Did you get them all?
Yeah, I did.
And one side's done.
Right.
All right. I think that did it. Now get the other side.
He's grabbing me.
Yeah, he's manhandling you.
He's got his stupid legs open wide, and he's grabbing me by the shoulders and turning me into him.
Turning the chair.
Himself. Why don't you just turn the whole studio to the left?
He's kind of mounting it, Jimmy.
He is really. It's upsetting to watch this. It is creepy.
All right. And there goes more of Jimmy's eyebrows.
There's a lot.
That's right.
Is it safe?
Fit complete.
Good. No,
you're all trimmed up.
That's right.
Let me see, Kenny. Let me see your eyebrows. They're, okay. Yeah, yours are in order.
Yeah. Good news. The ratings just went up a point. So, everyone line up to get their eyebrows trimmed.
Maybe we could trim people's eyebrows.
Yeah.
Have them come up. Will the lawyers be okay with that?
Blah, 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 blah.
What type of scissors will be being used? Can somebody move their head in a fashion that might impale them on a scissor? Then we can't do it.
Have to sign things that promise that we won't run with them.
What about a razor? What about like an electric razor? Can we use one of those? Well, they could be mistaken for a bomb by the bomb squad in Boston, so we can't do that.
But they wanted us to talk to the lawyers. Yeah, that'll change things around. Oh God, did that infuriate me. Let's say hi to Mark. What's up, Mark?
Hey, this is Mark from Rehoboth. Just want to say, long-time Stern fan, but now that you guys have taken over, you guys kick ass.
Well, not according to our bosses.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Mark. What do you got?
Okay, what I got here is I'm watching the news last night. They're talking about the mysterious package, and then they show the Light Bright character, and I looked at it and I said, that is the most ridiculous thing, like anyone else would think. My girlfriend looks over at me and goes, it's that one time you mistake something that it could be a bomb. And I'm like, the thing looks like a piece of paper, aluminum, with a little box behind it. It's like, anybody who thought it was a bomb is stupid.
Right.
And honestly, it would be great if they did fire a lot of people in Boston, because I feel bad.
Someone should lose their job in Boston because they did this promotion in 9 other cities, something like that, and there wasn't a problem. The same thing was happening in New York yesterday, but there was no bomb squads and helicopters hovering. There were no subways shut down or bridges shut down.
No.
Traffic diverted. Nothing. Mm-hmm. The NYPD walked up, realized what it was, and like, oh, God.
All right. Advertising.
All right, let's collect these light brights and move on.
Hey, totally ridiculous. One more thing I got for you guys. You're talking about standardized format, how they want you guys to change?
Yes.
That is what killed David Lee Roth.
It's killing
David Lee Roth.
Regular radio.
All right, thank you, sir.
This organization that they want. Some type of, I don't know.
All right, let's go to Anthony in New York. Anthony.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I got a question for you. Today starts Black History Month. You guys doing anything?
The Negro.
The Negro.
Celebrating.
That break.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to continue to work. We're going to work every day in February.
Great.
No days off for the boys.
They got a website. Don't use the N-word. Why don't we use it as much as we can?
You can't start banning words in America.
You'll do what we tell you to do, you dirty, low-down slut.
The Negro.
It is not a sin. It is not a sin to get rid of a dirty stain.
What a logical man.
He sounded very logical and in control.
You ban one word, you open up the floodgates.
Yeah.
Someone said it on our show. You use the N-word, there are consequences. Already.
Yeah.
That is up to you if you're brave enough to use it.
But the right to use these words are out there. Who was telling us the other day that they were watching something and You know that whole situation about using the word faggot on TV? Who the hell said that? What's his name? Washington.
Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He went to rehab for saying dirty words.
Is that why he went to rehab?
Yes. That was saying dirty words.
That was the most ridiculous thing ever. Well, that's what they do in Hollywood to save careers. They figure you do something outrageous and crazy, you could save your career by saying, "Oh, I got a problem. I got to go to rehab." So now they were on the news discussing it, and they were asking them some questions and asking, why is the F word worse than the N word? So now the word faggot is now the F word. The F word is the F-bomb, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah,
That's
you can't change the F word.
You can't say that because the rules state that is a definite word you cannot say in any context whatsoever. So to say the F word, but a news program discussing this cannot even say the word faggot in that context where, you know, the guy said it, you're using it and say, well, do you feel it's the same as the N word? You should be able to say both words in that context. But everyone's so scared and politically correct because there's so many groups that are there and they're so willing to jump out and try to take your rights away because they're offended. I've said it 1,000 times. There's nothing in the Bill of Rights or our Constitution that guarantees you the right to not be offended by something someone says.
In America, you have the right to say awful things.
Right. Like Opie said, you're going to pay some consequences for them, but it's not going to be arrest.
There's already consequences in place.
You can't ban the words because, then it just creates this whole chain of events where if anyone is offended by any word, they have a precedent to then ban that word.
I tell a little story on this show. I got knocked out cold for saying the N-word.
Right.
I was feeling good and decided to blurt it out. And before I got to the ER part of the word, I was out cold on a basketball court.
There you go, see?
That was my consequence. I thought because I was hanging out with the brothers and playing a lot of basketball and going to basketball camps and playing in their neighborhoods and going to their houses from time to time, I felt good, like they accepted me.
You were one of them.
So my fine friend at the time, Gary, forgot his last name, from Harborfields High School, he sunk a fine J from the left side of the court, and I turned and all happy said, "Hey, nice shot, blank." Bam! Knocked out cold.
You know what they
Chipped a tooth.
You know what they were calling you? His white monkey.
But I
saw the movie last night.
Yeah.
Last King of Scotland.
Oh, we'll get into that next.
Yeah, that was very
But
good.
we got to get structured.
Calling you his white monkey.
Hold on. At
jump around.
8:20, we'll discuss Last King of Scotland.
All right. Is that
There's some structure for you.
On movie.
Blah, 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 blah.
On Movie
Blah,
Talk
blah, blah,
Thursday.
blah, blah.
Movie Talk Thursday, because we need like the day to actually be something, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, I mean, you use these words as consequences.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to hurt this guy. I just felt like, I was accepted in a weird way when I was in high school playing basketball. That was my first love in life, and I learned the hard way. That
black man?
Huh?
Oh, your first love in basketball. Okay, I was confused with the conversation.
That was my first love in life, and I thought I was kind of being accepted.
Mine too.
Because they were throwing
the word.
They were throwing the word around on the court like crazy, so I figure...
Nothing.
I wasn't listening.
Kidding. Go ahead.
Maybe that'll help the show if we start listening more.
Nah.
But this is all I hear. Blah, 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 blah. And by the way, I will do that all day until you're really bothered.
Get a memo. Don't do... How do we spell this? B-L-A-H. B-L-A-H.
No, it's more like B-L-U-H. It's not blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Let's have a meeting on how blah is spelled.
Right. I'm sure they'll discuss that in a memo. That'll be terrific. Yeah, well, but there's consequences.
Yeah. Can't ban the words. Stop it.
Speaking of the
Negro.
Yeah, the Negro. Last King of Scotland.
Yeah.
That black love scene.
But it's not.
all right.
It's not 8:20.
8:20. We'll talk about
that penciled in for 8:20.
I got really turned on by the black love scene in Last King of Scotland.
There were a couple of them.
The first one. Where they're just both really needy.
It was very savage.
They just needed each other at that moment.
Sweaty, hot African sex.
Was one of them Forrest Whitaker or no?
No. It was
the white doctor.
The white guy.
And this really, really dark...
Yeah. African woman that he was on a bus with.
Looked like an Oreo cookie when they were having sex.
Oh.
It was a wonderful contrast. And they were just needy. They needed it.
Yeah.
They needed each other. Like animals.
Yeah, that was something.
All right, I think that break was good. All right.
Well,
all right.
8:20, we can talk about the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Feeling good. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Let's go.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
This is Rich Voss. February 10th, the Palms Casino in Vegas. February 10th, the Palms Casino. 2 shows, February 10th. When the other guys do it, do they do like little funny things? They do like a little funny joke and stuff like this. Bill, I know Patrice doesn't because he's just a lazy. He can't do anything funny. Billy probably does business. Norton will throw in one of his AIDS or hepatitis or fuck me in the face lines, I'm sure. But basically, I'm probably the best at these, I have to say, because I'm right to the point. No phone numbers or times. All that's bullshit. You can find that shit on your own.
You got to be strong when you're out on your own. 'Cause sooner or later, we all sleep alone.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202.
Hey, good morning. Hope you're enjoying the festivities. I can't get enough of these light brights. It's all over the news. Diane Sawyer just had one in her hands on Good Morning America. Jimmy had a great line that no one heard because we're playing commercials.
The story of the day, it's they're showing clips from Boston where these publicity items for Cartoon Network were placed, and 9 other cities also. And Boston overreacted and treated them like they were bombs, sent out the bomb squad. Now, a bunch of people are in trouble. Meanwhile, they were in 9 other cities that no one paid attention to them. So some of the morning shows, Diane Sawyer wound up getting one of these, and she was just holding it up on screen. And you could really see how harmless looking these stupid things are.
It looks like a kid's toy.
Holding it up.
Yeah.
But as she's holding it on screen and kind of laughing because they're goofing on Boston this morning, because she's holding one. I bet these things are going to be huge hits. You're going to see these things like reproduced and sold on eBay. But she's holding it up and kind what did you say, Jim?
How great would it be if it just blew both of her arms off the television?
she's just sitting there laughing at it, and boom! Ah! She looks like what's his name from Platoon?
Yeah. Jimmy, that might be a little too mean, you know. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Gosh, good gravy.
That's right.
I should have said, "Thank the good Lord, nothing happened to her arms."
Right.
Is that breezy enough for you?
That's funnier. Might not be funnier, but it's nicer.
Leave that radio to John and Jeff.
Oh.
Enough with the dumb Dateline thing. They've been doing it for a week straight.
Enough about the Dateline.
That's structure.
Must have hated that Dateline.
Joe in Massachusetts, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Hey, Joe.
Anyway, I got a little thing about how Boston overreacts. About last summer, a station that you guys used to work for here in Boston did a promo when they acquired another station to broadcast on. And on the other station, until they started broadcasting, they had a countdown for a couple days.
Ooh.
It would be like 2 days, 24, minutes, whatever, 2 hours, 24 minutes. And right when it got down to near the end, people started calling 911 thinking it was going to be a terrorist attack or a bomb or something going to go off.
Ew. Boston, you got...
All right, thank you, Joe. Thank you.
You just got to relax.
Anyway...
They just don't want to be the city again that let the terrorists slip through.
They turned into Panicky Pete's.
They certainly did.
Panicky Pete's. There's a YouTube video where they're showing the guy, like... installing or putting up the light
they're
brights.
Putting them up on awnings of bars and stuff and just kind of all over the city. Very visible because it's a publicity thing. You want them visible. If they were bombs, wouldn't you plant them without lights somewhere behind things? These are fully in full view because they wanted them lit up and visible. Take all that into consideration.
And where was the bomb mechanism, by the way?
Yeah, there's batteries.
It's flat. It looks like a light bright, and there's a couple batteries. So what's going to blow up and thing?
You kaboom. Nothing.
These devices were at least 4 areas in Boston where they were found. Well, apparently the devices made their way to 9 other cities, including New York. So they are here. The NYPD tells me that the effort now is to round them up. We know the police department has been given a list of where exactly they are. The NYPD doesn't want to cause any panic, so it is rounding up those devices.
Panic. I'll give $500 to the first person that comes up here with one of those. Search the city. If you find one of them before the cops do, and bring it up to the studio, I'll give you $500.
$500?
$500.
I'll match it.
I want it.
Match it?
Yeah.
All right.
Anthony will write 2 checks. He'll hand you one, and I'll hand you one.
Yeah, that's it. It's a little scavenger hunt for you today in New York.
And I will give you nothing because I'm cheap.
You get $500 if you find one. It's got to be authentic. Don't try to fool me. I know what these things look like.
Would it be funny if they sold them for $20 and you have like 10 people show up and you have $5,000?
You guys are crazy.
Why? I want one. That'd be so cool.
$1,000.
That'd be cool to have hanging up.
We should have our fans just drive around with light brights in their back windows.
Joe Biden's on TV. He had another statement. He said Obama's only running because he's one of them that can walk erect. Well, good move, Joe. Smart.
Jimmy, very funny line, but the Joe Biden bit is scheduled for 7:40.
No.
What do you say, Al?
Oh, that was for walk erect. Sorry.
I thought we had a teaser at 7-Eleven. I thought I'd do the teaser for the Biden.
No.
7-Eleven.
We need to be more strong. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
2 men, including this guy, Peter Burdovsky, have been arrested, charged with placing the devices, and they're also charged with disorderly conduct in at least 14 places across Boston, including on bridges and at a train and bus station. The devices bearing a cartoon character were discovered. Cartoon Network hired the marketing company Interference Incorporated to promote a show, but all it caused was panic. Authorities thought this was terrorism.
Promoted the show.
The lawyer for one of
it caused panic because they overreacted.
It didn't cause panic. It caused an overreaction by the mayor and the police force. No panic. And instead of what it was meant to do, it was meant to get publicity for the Cartoon Network and this show.
Right.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus. It's the national story of the day.
You know what company was putting these up all over Boston? Acme.
Acme.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knows those explosives never work.
Authorities thought this was terrorism. The lawyer for one of the men arrested spoke out last night, while the Massachusetts Attorney General says further arrests could happen.
Arrests.
They're just dummies.
They're really, I mean, the mayor of your city is a dope. He knows it, too, by now.
I saw him on the tube talking a little more. I don't know if there's more clips, but...
yeah.
Or if that was just a repeat of his initial babble.
I asked the mayor today... because he wants the FCC to pull the license of the Cartoon Network.
That dangerous
He wants people to go to jail for a long time. What are you going to do? Who are you firing today for being a panicky Pete?
Yeah.
Who started the old ball rolling where it ended up with helicopters and bridges and subways and highways being shut down? What are you going to do?
1 to 2 years, crime, very serious prosecution of the then crime.
God, string a sentence together, you dolt.
Stephen from Bayshore, Mayor Menino wants to send the National Guard to raid Toontown.
Toontown.
What time is Idol Talk scheduled for? Well, Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. There was a memo sent out, and it was it stated that the jocks at Free FM should not talk about American Idol after the preliminary rounds.
After the initial, freak show that everybody watches, the goofy people, when they get to the actual competition, we probably shouldn't talk about it.
That was sent out in a memo.
So that was in a memo. No. What would we joke?
Our audience is not
like that?
interested in American Idol.
American Idol. So no matter what the context, no matter if we're goofing on the fact that Paula's drooling face first on the desk, or there's somebody that shouldn't be in the contest, or Crooner Guy. Remember Crooner Guy? How much fun we had with his crooner voice.
Yeah.
I'm the crooner. Trying to sing like rock songs in the stupid crooner voice. That was fun. But we probably shouldn't talk about it That was in a memo. If that isn't micromanaging.
Why you won't be hearing much about American Idol on Free FM.
Here it is.
These are the things we're not supposed to read, but F them.
Right.
After the initial audition rounds, even though ratings stay strong and even build closer to the finals, young guys, and also me, begin to bolt after the wild card auditions in the various cities. Says Fox's Preston Beckman in the Daily News, younger men like to show up to watch the auditions because it's a freak show. There's a lot of comedy. You laugh. Does that describe Free FM or what? We won't be discussing the good singers here, you could be sure, unless one of them whips out a knife and stabs Simon.
Who said stab Simon? Someone. Oh, okay.
Listen, man.
That's funny.
If something happens on American Idol, you play the clip, goof on it, then our audience would be definitely interested in what we have to say.
Here's the bottom line. Ratings go up, you won't hear from these people anymore. We won't get these memos. We won't get it. Ratings go down, we'll get fired. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
It's the simplest equation. It's so binary. It's a 1 or a 0.
And the beauty of that, I have FU money now. I don't have to be scared anymore.
Look, it's just...
I'm not going to be scared.
Here it is.
I am.
I enjoy doing what I do for a living.
Yeah.
We've been doing it a lot of years. We know how this works.
Yeah.
Keep your hands off. Stop trying to micromanage. If you think there's an issue with the show, we've already been discussing it for weeks. We know our show better than anyone else possibly knows it. So if adjustments needed to be made, they were made. Things were tweaked, as they say, or changed. To start getting your hands dirty, rolling up your shirt sleeves and digging right into this program is not a good idea. And about the meeting thing, I don't do them well. I don't meet well.
No.
I will explode about some of the issues that are going on. I can turn crap around on a dime.
I'm your friend and I'm uncomfortable around you.
Don't get me angry. I'm a happy, fun guy, believe me.
And enough with the corporate lingo.
Yeah.
You know, when you write in memos, the show today sounded breezy. I like when it sounds breezy. You and Anthony, just a breezy conversation.
What does that mean?
Guess what? We want to sound like an effing hurricane.
It sounded...
Enough with the breezy crap.
It sounded breezy yesterday from the back of Jim's pants. Jesus. A stink breeze.
I just resent the fact that you don't think that we're professional broadcasters.
No eating on the air and no open containers of liquid by the mixing board.
Oh, yeah.
We heard that, too. That's actually a good memo.
Is it? Whoa!
What are you doing?
Whoa, I'm outrageous.
You're crazy.
Watch, one finger.
No, don't balance.
Watch, because this was in the memo yesterday.
No, don't do that. No, Jesus Christ. Get a paper towel quick. Oh, jeez.
Oh, you set a fire under my ass. Trust me on that.
That was...
Thanks for the paper towels.
The dumbest thing I've ever...
Why? I was trying to balance a water bottle on one finger after that fine memo. All right.
He is charged with one count of violation of Chapter 266, Section 102A and a half, which is a recently statute that makes the placing, transferring, possession, etc. of a hoax device or a hoax powder, in this case a hoax device, in order in a way that results in panic or discomfort.
It's not a hoax device.
It's a light bright.
It's an advertisement. It's a lit up advertising sign. Hoax device, they mean bomb. They mean something that looks like a bomb or powder. Stop already, you stupid legal mumbo jumbo.
As for Cartoon Network, it released a statement saying it regrets that the devices were thought to pose any danger. Here in Manhattan, a couple of them have been found along 9th Avenue at 48th Street and 54th Street. But again, the NYPD very much aware of where they are exactly and trying to get them as we speak.
And there was no panic here in New York yesterday. Only in Boston. I can't say that enough today. Let's go to Jessica.
The homeless were huddled around him, rubbing their hands together, trying to keep warm.
Jessica in California, what's up?
Hi. I have to be kind of quiet because my parents are asleep. I just want to know if you were still offering money for the Tyra banner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom's awake. Okay, good. Cool.
You're in California, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we're going to talk about Tyra a little bit next.
Is it the right time?
Well,
hope so.
They don't want us talking about Tyra at all, but
really, because it's not.
We can't get enough of Tyra.
Why would a woman's show like Tyra be of interest to the guy, rough and tumble, blue collar guy that is supposed to just be listening to this station?
Did someone really say that?
They probably will.
Okay.
Well,
instead of trying to pick out the fact that the woman is insane. She's a drama queen, and it's hysterical to hear her cry about her big fat ass. But maybe we're wrong.
All right, we'll get into some Joseph Biden talk next.
Ooh, politics.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show right now. 866-313-FREE.
Hey, who's this?
Hi, I'm Toby.
What do you got for the show?
Nothing.
So, why'd you call?
The man on the radio said I should call.
Oh, fantastic. Hang on.
If you have a point that's relevant to the topic at hand, call the Opie and Anthony Show at 866-313-FREE.
Okay, bye.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what to get my girl for Valentine's Day this year.
No?
No. I have no clue. Oh.
Wow.
Jimmy, what's going on?
Something just set Jimmy off.
By the way, this is the Opie and Anthony Show. Jimmy, you're losing it over there.
He's reading the paper and...
Oh, my God, Jimmy.
I can't see what he's looking at, but...
Would you like to share with the class?
Wow, it really...
Oh, God, the Daily News. I'm reading the funny papers.
Oh, the funny papers.
Of course, yes, Jimmy. What tickled your fancy?
Oh, Marmaduke.
Marmaduke.
There's one where he's... there's two...
Oh, it's always hysterical, Marmaduke.
There's two women.
Two women? Okay, yeah. Wait,
I love when a comic strip is so funny you just can't even describe it to people because you're laughing so hard.
Marmaduke, he's sitting in a chair, but he's not sitting like a traditional dog sits.
What?
He's just... Yeah.
All right.
He's sitting up. Marmaduke is sitting up like a person would sit up in a chair.
Uh-huh.
And there's the two women, and the one says that
all right.
I wish he could get to it. I'm so eager to hear this and laugh as hard as he is.
She says to the other woman, he's carried sit to a new level. Oh, my God.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, the cartoons.
They are so funny.
Oh, I can't breathe. That's funny stuff.
Oh, the Lockhorns. They're trying to update their cartoon, even though the guy's been dead for 2 decades.
Yeah.
He has been, by the way. You see the Lockhorns? Can you do the Lockhorns while you're at it, right above Marmaduke?
I don't even want to get into those.
Finally, they realized they got to update some of these cartoons because we're, in the year 2007 now.
Yeah.
It's Mr. and Mrs. Lockhorns. Oh, and they're sitting on a couch, kind of like Marmaduke was, but a little different. And they're looking at the TV. And the guy, he's got this, exasperated look on his face. And the woman is sitting there with her arms up, and, she goes, she goes, why would I watch this show again online tomorrow when I've just seen it on TV tonight? Why would you? I don't know.
Is that it?
Oh, is there anything else needed?
Let me just see that.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, boy, they're just... The comics are on fire today.
Oh, my God.
I tell you.
Why would I watch this? When I've just seen it.
That's good.
See, because people are now watching TV shows online, so they just want to feel like they're hip with their cartoon.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
That's great.
Hey, Tyra Banks. My God. Today's the big show. I'll be watching.
Oh, yeah, this is her most profound show ever, she's billing it as.
Yeah. I've been following this.
It's called Tyra's A Big Fat Ass Pig Show.
What happened, I guess, over the holidays, just like our own E-Rock, Tyra turned into a big fat pig.
I thought you were going to say she became completely useless.
Some people, the paparazzi...
His hands go up.
The paparazzi, they got a shot of her on vacation in this awful bathing suit, first of all, a one-piece. Just looking awful, looking out of shape, looking like she gained a few pounds.
Yeah, right.
And
all
for the
in her ass.
paparazzi and the rag magazines, that's news. You got a supermodel looking slobby.
A little ragged.
Looking slobby. So they printed this picture all over the place. Tyra got wind of it, and she is now taking on everybody about body image. Taking on paparazzi. And today she's going to be in that exact same bathing suit, wink, wink. I mean, I'm not stupid. I wish one lousy person that has talked to Tyra in the last week would point out the obvious. She got a smaller version of the bathing suit that she was snapped in, got her ass back into some type of shape, because today she's going to wear the bathing suit and go, does this look fat? Of course this doesn't look fat, because you lost weight and got a smaller version of the bathing suit.
She's been working out, I guess, gotten a smaller bathing suit, and that is supposed to prove what? Like, I can't even figure out what she's trying to prove here with this one.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be the most profound show ever.
But she's crying, and she's pissed off that actually they got a shot of her looking kind of slobby.
She calls out everybody.
Yes.
Oh, my God, the media, people that are bullies and talk about fat people, and she just goes on, and then I just heard the clip right up until when she starts crying.
Yeah. Well, I got the clip. This is the clip that everyone wants from today's show. I already got it. We got an advance copy.
Did she talk about this stuff before anybody criticized her?
No.
See, she's another effing hypocrite. The world is filled with hypocrites. Man, cow, we talked about that last week. This week it's about Tyra. Tyra made millions and millions and millions of dollars being a hot piece of ass.
Being skinny. Making sure she stayed skinny.
She has another show where she exploits supermodels. But this year, wink, wink, they're going to have a couple of plus-size models to keep it fair.
She goes off saying that, this is a body image that people can't sustain and that a lot of people can't attain. They can't even get there in the first place, and that's an awful thing because it makes people feel bad when they're pointed out as being overweight. Yet for years, her being a model, skinny as a rail, gets gets in magazines and helped put forth that image of women that with body types that they can't get.
Yeah.
So what is she talking about?
She's been part of the problem for so many years. I would love to get some kind of total of how much puke has been puked by women in this country because they saw Tyra and her hot piece of ass body.
Got to be oceans full of vomit.
Exactly. But now now that she's too old for the runway, now she's gonna turn her back on all this crap that made her a multi-millionaire, that gave her the opportunity to get a talk show.
Yeah. Now they're all bad people, and she's not one of them.
And once again, another show where she's still exploiting the hot female form. The hot piece ass form.
Yeah, she got that show too.
Women have been puking for well over a decade because of Tyra Banks. Not because she's just an egomaniac ass, but because they see her on TV looking real hot and go, man, I need to look like that. Time to stick some fingers in my throat. So here's the clip. Because she's had it, so she's doing a whole show where she's now wearing the bathing suit and saying it's okay to be kind of slobby. It's okay. It's okay, women out there.
It's all right to be a little ragged.
Here's the exclusive clip that you will hear tonight, but we got an advance copy, so here it is. It's very dramatic. They got the dramatic music, and she's pretty much taking on the world.
So self-important.
She's taking on all the bullies out there.
Very emotional, and this is what she says is her most profound show ever.
But if I had lower self-esteem, I would probably be starving myself right now.
Right there. I got to stop it. I would if I had low self-esteem, I probably would be starving myself right now. You made a ton of people starve themselves.
Yeah.
Do you see the hypocrisy here?
Yeah, that's the body type that fat people can't get. So if they wanted to look like that, they would starve themselves. Young girls become anorexic, bulimic.
She has a very good speaking voice, though. Very natural sounding.
Yeah.
Right now.
But if I had lower self-esteem, I would probably be starving myself right now. But that's exactly what is happening to other women all over this country. So I have something to say.
Oh, she does.
All of you that have something nasty to say about me or other women that are built like me, women that sometimes or all the time look like this, women whose names you know, women whose names you don't, women who've been picked on, women whose husbands put them down, women at work or girls in school. I have one thing to say to you. Fanny party!
Yeah! Fanny party! All right!
Yeah, Tyra! Woo! Panty party!
Panty party, of course!
Now I don't feel so bad. Woo! Panty party!
Oh, wow. Who saw that coming?
I didn't.
Bunch of bras in their skivvies, that's what we need.
Panty party. What a fool.
By the way, that's why we can't listen to anybody. Our audience doesn't watch Tyra, but guess what? We just made that funny.
I don't watch Tyra. I think it's hysterical, though, to listen to her going on like a lunatic. And by the way, that obviously, the panty party part of that clip was added in.
You're going to ruin it.
I love to ruin it.
No, that's really what happens tonight.
I want to know.
Don't tear down any walls today. That's what happens.
I wanted to know what happened at the end of that clip, because she's starting to cry, and she's saying, I have one thing to say to you. And she called out like 800 people during that little rant. And I was told that there's no answer. You have to tune in. This dramatic, self-centered
ass
bitch is using this whole thing
to get ratings,
to try to get people, drive them to her show to get some numbers there, when she's trying to come off like it's some kind of moral thing she's doing. Ooh, to the husbands that put down their wives, to the blah, blah, blah. Ugh.
Can't you hear what an entitled brat she is?
Yeah.
Every word, she's just like an entitled, spoiled brat.
Been told her whole life how hot she is. Ever since she was a little kid, probably just given everything and told how hot she is and cute and everything.
And you know what?
And now she was called fat, and she lost her mind.
Now let's stop going against nature. For the most part, I'm generalizing here.
Mm-hmm.
Guys don't want their women to get fat.
There's chubby cases out there, but that's a whole different story.
And it has nothing to do with what we're seeing on TV or in magazines. It's nature.
You see a bunch of average guys take a good sampling of average men and put them out on the street on a nice summer day in your town, USA, and watch girls walk by and see which ones they all agree, wow, that's pretty hot. Is it going to be one of these huge slobs that walk by? Or are you going to go, yeah, that's what I want? Well, the guys turn around and go, what? No, you point out the hot chicks.
It's a nature thing.
Yeah.
You think the fat lioness gets action on the plains of the Serengeti?
No.
No, she's in the corner just eating her
zebra carcass?
Yeah, just wallowing in her zebra carcass.
Do you think
all the hot in shape lionesses,
a lovely bird that has feather mites and is all mangy, is going to beat out the bird with the lovely, colorful plumage?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think the female bird with a little belly fat is getting action out there.
The gut?
Damn thing can't even fly right.
A toucan with a gut.
That's just how it is in nature. And I know there are guys out there that'll call now and say, look, I'm an exception to the rule, but I'm generalizing.
And then there are the girls that'll call up and go, well, the guys get fat, too. Yeah, I don't like that either, do you? I'm sure the girls don't like that.
And that's fair to bring into the discussion, of course. There are women that want their guys, staying in shape and keeping themselves together.
Yeah.
It's just how it works. That's how nature works.
But for some reason, guys don't put on shows like that where a bunch of guys sit around and go, we're tired of the women making fun of us and criticizing our beer bellies. And
oh, boy, here comes Megan from Philly.
All right.
Megan.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Meg.
What's up, Megan?
Hi. I just had to call and say, just to defend Tyra a little bit.
All right. Give it your best shot.
How fat are you?
No, I am not. I actually lost quite a lot of weight myself.
Oh, hey, Godspeed. How big a gal were you, Meg?
Excuse me?
How big a gal were you?
I was pretty heavy.
No, well, tell me. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I think it's great that you lost the weight. How big a gal were you?
I was over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are you now?
Like 125.
Okay, cool.
Applaud the girl.
God bless.
Gentlemen.
This is good, nice John and Jeff radio here.
I understand.
Hold on, sweetie. How'd you do it, Meg? Was it the stapling, or was it AIDS, or was it just like a workout regimen?
It was not the AIDS. I just did a lot of working out and eating right. Got with a nutritionist, a doctor, that kind of thing.
So. Why are you
eating right? Only the right side of the cow.
Yeah.
Get it? She ate the whole thing.
That's a car hitting her.
Let's just get it off of me. Put it on Steve.
Hi, Megan.
Yes, sir.
Why are you taking Tyra's side?
Just because the whole reason she had to leave high fashion was because everybody told her she was fat when she was 5'10", 120 pounds. She was, she was walking for Yves Saint Laurent. She was doing shows in Milan.
Yeah, she did a great job and made a lot of money.
Yeah, she did. But that's why she had to leave, because even when she was, 120 pounds, they would still tell her she was too fat.
But here's what I'm saying. She isn't some unknown model that was too fat. She had a huge career. She became one of the name models. So obviously they weren't always telling her she was too fat. I mean, she made huge amounts of money being a top model.
And they live by very different rules than the rest of America, the rest of the world, I should say. So she was getting old for modeling, and she was getting a little heavy for modeling.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but that's why she had to go into commercial modeling with Victoria's Secret. They can handle the double D boobs. They can handle having more curves to it because that's what they're looking for.
Oh, poor Tyra. She ended up making millions and millions of dollars because she couldn't be on a runway in France anymore, and she was modeling for Victoria's Secret.
So what part of it do you actually agree with, and how are you taking Tyra's side, Megan?
No, I don't mean taking her. I mean, I don't know the girl. I don't know, but I'm just saying that it hasn't always been she is this skinny rail who's never, had issues with her weight before. It's, she, and as far as top model goes, I don't watch it a whole lot, but a few times I've seen it, they do have big girls on there, from time to time.
Every once in a while. I watch every freaking season,
the goof factor.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I was ready to call you George. Thank you, Megan.
I think it's
Megan, not George.
It's a February 1st thing. That's why Megan's siding with her. For the rest of the month.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
That's right. Okay. African History Month. African American History Month, not African History Month. That'd be silly. No.
Brian from Atlanta, Georgia. The fat lioness is laying around snacking on cheetah heels. And then Jason from Rye. Wow, Anthony, your town, USA. Way to make it local.
That's how I do it. That's how you do it when you're syndicated. In your town.
In your town.
Yes.
All right.
And it's 10 minutes to the hour. Keeping it, as local as I can.
And people, aren't acknowledging the fact that Tyra just can't take criticism.
Yeah, that's what it is.
She has spent her entire life to this point just having people kiss her ass.
Under the guise of...
And say how beautiful she is over and over and over again.
It's under the guise of saying she can take criticism.
Wait, what did I do?
No, that's what it is. I was just looking at them picking up more of these stupid things. What publicity? Publicity stunt backfires. This could be the best publicity stunt ever.
Yeah. It's right up there.
Backfires.
It's not backfiring. Everyone's talking about the Cartoon Network. I didn't even know about this dumb cartoon until today.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Now I'm going to have to watch it.
I've seen it, but I don't
Aqua
watch
Teen Hunger Force, right?
Yeah.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Is that the Adult Swim thing or no?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Part of Adult Swim.
There you go. Ope's insane about women. Matt, what's up?
What's going on, Ope?
Hey.
Yeah, dude, it's not a nature thing. The attraction to skinny women, that's not a nature thing. Look at Victorian paintings and look at how, what the standard was for women 200, 300 years ago. If it was a nature thing, then, we would all be, we would have been attracted to the same type of women over, all time.
It changes.
Yeah, no, they weren't fat back then. Rubenesque wasn't fat, dude.
Well, what do you mean by fat? Like, how fat?
Any woman over 5'7", more than 80 pounds.
I would like to talk to guys that were living during that period. Maybe they just didn't know how to eat right, and they had to accept fat.
Yeah, everyone was fat.
Maybe
all
they just
the
had
rich
to
people were
accept it.
fat. They were going after the skinny peasant girls on the side. Dude, you're talking about the time when they were also getting the bubonic plague. So,
and they only lived to 17. I mean, stop. It's if you look around, in nature, you see what's going on. You're not allowed to get fat in nature.
You like the fat broads, do you, Matt?
No, I do not.
Okay, so
why not?
There you go.
Just not my thing.
All right.
I think you're underestimating.
And I could take 100 phone calls, and the exact thing would be said.
We're underestimating what?
No, I know, but look how much media we consume every day. Like, I think you're underplaying the media influence in this whole thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just how it is.
Why would
I just don't.
I don't know.
I just don't think it's a nature thing. I'm telling you, it's a lot more media than you think.
I don't think so.
No.
I think the media tries to sell to what they see the people are doing anyway, and they kind of, push that. So you're telling me, if all of a sudden all these designers started making fat clothes and the runways were full of fat women, that all these chicks would become fat and we'd find them attractive and they'd feel great about themselves being fat?
I wouldn't go so far as that. I mean, it would probably be a slow, kind of a slow change, but I'm not saying against fat, like I'm not saying, 300 pounds, to the point where you can still kind of see their figure, but still bigger women. The models out there now are awful looking.
You know who I found hot? That woman that got welded to the couch. That's hot.
Grimes.
The big fat woman.
Grimes.
Yeah, she was laying on the couch for so long and gained so much weight that her skin actually grew through the fibers, the mesh of the couch material, and they had to take her to the hospital, couch and all.
I'm obsessed with her. She's the first thing I think of when I wake up.
That is the laziest piece of garbage you could ever imagine. Laying on that couch so long and just feeding herself like a tick.
Well, the husband had to feed her. Like, that's the thing. When you're stuck to the sofa like that, the husband has to come home.
To the sofa.
And the husband has to come home and just kind of, he wasn't bringing home celery. He was all yo-yos and fat food. He probably couldn't wait for her to die.
You ever drive by one of those, like a big tree that had eaten like the school crossing sign?
Oh, yeah.
That's what she did to the couch.
Yeah.
She grew to the point where her body physically became one with the couch.
All right. Hey, Matt.
Yes, sir.
We're going to agree to disagree.
That sounds good.
She was like a Brundle couch.
Thank you.
All right, Matt, thanks. Hey,
I'm taking that one.
Yeah, you are.
I do a bit on her.
I know.
And you can rest assured that Brundle Couch is now part of it.
Brundle Couch.
That'll be on the HBO special.
You bet it will be.
Use it in good health.
Thank you, sir.
Jimmy's working on an HBO special. Details on the way. Here's Tyra commenting on the picture of herself where she looks fat.
Okay.
It's quick.
I look at this picture and I think it's curvy. I think it's beautiful. I think it is hot. It's just not me, not right now, but the way that I'm eating, one day I will be like this, and that is okay.
Tyra, I hear you and I feel you.
Who's that?
The dope on ET just having to kiss her ass or
feel you and I hear you.
Do ya?
Yeah, a lot more of her to feel.
It certainly is. How can you not hear her? She's thudding down the hallway.
Big thighs. Is she serious? And it'll be okay, but just not right now when I really have to make money with my body.
Jane Gum wants to hit her in a van.
She'll be helping some lunatic into the van with her couch. Sorry. Jesus, I am just thrown for a loop today. I had a very bad start to the day.
Oh, it was great, though. Oh. It got me all riled up and excited. I walk in and Anthony just looked defeated.
You want to help the show? Don't call me.
Ooh.
Don't call me.
All right. It's the Opie and Anthony show for now.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony show. The virus is spreading. Get infected. Opie and Anthony!
Hi. It's the Opie and Anthony show. Oh, we got to talk about the Super Bowl. We need more Super Bowl talk.
Oh, my God, Opie, please say the big game.
Big game is
so
Sunday.
We don't get in trouble.
And I think we're going to see a lot of really cool commercials.
Super Bowl.
We're going to see a lot of cool commercials. And maybe a surprise that we'll be talking about on Monday.
All right.
There's Menino on TV again. Just looking and sounding like a complete idiot.
People of Boston.
Yeah, the big story today is the light brights that scared the hell out of Boston yesterday.
And the way they keep saying that it backfired. Stunt backfired.
Really?
That is the best stunt I've ever seen. Overnight, it got national news, and everyone's talking about it.
Here's an example of the stunt or the hoax backfiring.
If you've just joined us again, let Scott run through that again. In terms, not everyone knows what this channel is and its connection to Turner Broadcasting.
Scott Isaacs is one of our producers, by the way. Well, it is the Cartoon Network. If you have a child under the age of 13, you probably see a lot of it during the day. Scooby-Doo and reruns and all that. But at night, they switch over to what they call Adult Swim, which is, adult-themed cartoons, nothing obscene, think South Park-ish type stuff. And today's incidents appear to be a marketing stunt for one of their shows, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which is coming back to the air. It also has a movie coming out, and apparently these things were just put in some sensitive spots and drew an awful lot of attention.
So that's the hoax backfiring.
Yeah.
We know what network did it. We know what they were promoting. Everyone's talking about it. I guarantee the guy who came up with this.
Yeah.
It's what used to happen to us in the day. We would do some crazy stunt and we'd get yelled at, blah, 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 blah. And then behind closed doors, keep it up, hurrah, hurrah, hurrah.
Fantastic, guys.
I'm giving you all raises. But I got to make believe I'm mad at you for at least another week or two.
Great job.
So just bear with me. This guy is going to get a huge promotion in the end.
We're going to suspend you.
Yeah, wink, wink.
So, it's all paid. Just take a vacation. Great job.
When the smoke clears, this guy's going to be a superstar as far as the marketing company he works for or the Cartoon Network itself, whoever came up with this.
Yep.
By the way, we were distracted because, there's a war going on in Iraq, and, the news decided that they needed to show footage of some grandma, being a cheerleader at a basketball game.
It was a bunch of them. It was like a bunch of old people.
Oh, that was at the Nets game the other night, or last night, yeah.
And there was some old gentleman there, too, with his hat askew, like a hip-hop guy. Some old white man. And he's dancing around.
He probably didn't even know it was a skew. It wasn't done to be hip. He just has dementia. And he thinks he's facing that way.
Just go where you belong, on the couch with your clicker.
Face down. Wonder why you can't see the television.
Everyone thought he was cheerleading, but the fact is he just had an itchy prostate.
And he has Parkinson's.
And he's got Parkinson's. That's funny, I know. Mayor Menino.
Yeah.
Well, he recently did the State of the City. This is just terrific every year.
State of the City address? Great.
It's all about Boston today.
Sure, it was really clear. And
yeah, well, you know, I mean, a lot of people just scratching their heads this morning going, why was Boston the only city that panicked over this hoax?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. 10 cities around the country were targeted by the Cartoon Network for this publicity stunt. And 9 cities took it in the spirit that it deserved. Look at these things, go, oh, what's that? Oh, or maybe somebody goes, oh, I've seen that character on the Cartoon Network because it's Light Brights. You know Light Bright? That's what it is, in the shape of one of the cartoon characters. And or if you don't know what it is, you go, oh, I know what that is, but it's a lit up little cartoony character. It's a Light Bright thing. Boston lost its mind.
Helicopters closing down subways and highways and bridges.
Guys in bomb gear.
Yeah.
And they blew these things up.
They right.
They took them with a little robot, put it on the street, and blew them up like it was in Baghdad.
You know what they did in New York? Bunch of plebes from the NYPD. Your job today is collect these Light
Brights. You collect these up?
You're a newbie. I'm sorry. You got to do this type of thing. That's what happened in New York and other cities like Philly and San Francisco.
This didn't take long. eBay, LED advertising bomb for sale. Somebody put one up on eBay. It's current bid $3,150.
We're trying to get one.
Says it's authentic. Well, now we'll never get one since I said that, because if you get one, if you find one, you're going to put it up on eBay.
Cartoon Network listens to the Opie and Anthony show. I know you have a few laying around the office. Bring one
around.
We want to see what this looks like, please. I think we could help you guys out.
Well, hang it in the office.
So anyway, a lot of people scratching their head. Why Boston? Why were they the only city that really panicked over this? Look no further than their mayor.
Than stupid Mayor Menino.
The mumbling mess that is Mayor Menino. He did the State of the City. A lot of people think that I misspeak at times.
Mm-hmm.
I look like a genius up against this guy. Ready for this one? So we got some clips. These are actual clips, because the rest of the country, they have no idea. They're going to go, all right, this is a goof, right? You're editing the tape.
No.
This is an actor. No, this really is the mayor of Boston doing a State of the City.
Imagine your mayor speaking like this.
So that's why maybe we invite all of you here tonight.
What?
So that here in this theater, we can talk about our commitment to the spirit of Boffiston. To the spirit.
All right, you should first rule of being the mayor of a city. The ability to pronounce the name of the city you are the mayor of. Boffiston.
He put an F in it.
Put an F in Boston.
What an F-hole.
How do you put an F in the word Boston?
Boffiston.
I could see maybe an H or something. Or an A.
He's been the mayor of that place for forever. Forever. How do you screw that one up?
I don't know.
His big fat tongue. The bomb squad should have blown that out of his mouth.
And started over.
His tongue.
Listen, he can't even pronounce the city.
So that here in this theater, we can talk about our commitment to the spirit of Boffiston, to the spirit of community. So we can talk about taking on the toughest challenges of urban life and how we will solve them together.
Together. From the life.
I bet when he's naked, he has those little fat person skin tags all over his body. Doesn't he look like he has...
He just looks like he should.
He's covered in fat person tags.
As he's washing, he's got to watch out when he shaves.
Everyone's trying to...
Put one off.
Everyone's trying to spell Boffiston. Boffiston. Our boys spelled it Boffste. That's the translation. Boffiston.
That's fantastic.
Public spaces do not need to be.
What?
This is the State of the City.
Wait, that made no sense.
This is the State of the City. That he does every, year or, I don't know, maybe twice a year. Who knows?
Public spaces do not need to be as lofty as this to help create community?
I don't know what he just said.
I have no idea.
Dude, I have no idea. Public spaces need to be as lofty as they need the community. What is he saying?
Community. Just down the street is Ceylon Park. During the warm weather, the place is packed. Thousands of people use it. There are soccer games and cookouts, families and friends coming together, long-time residents and recent immigrants. This kind of vitality is what makes me so confident that Boston's great strength is poised to last for generations.
What a babbling, nothing speech this guy is giving. Because there's immigrants?
I guess.
Boston chases them out.
Yeah.
Stop it. There's immigrants. Wink, wink. Get them out of there. Go ahead, Clancy. Take the boys and surround the house.
Yeah. Here's more of Mayor Menino, state of the city of Boston.
In the year that just ended, the Boston police took more than 1,800 guns off of Boston's streets.
Storing them in your mouth.
That's twice as many as the previous year. Illegal guns are a major problem, but so is the fact we have stopped feeling shocked by all these guns.
What?
Wait.
First of all, he said legal guns are...
I think he meant illegal guns.
But I think it came out legal.
Legal guns. But then the shock or...
Sharp?
I can't understand this guy.
Are a major problem. But
wait, he says legal guns are a major problem? All right, hold on.
That's twice as many as the previous year. Illegal guns are a major problem. But so is the fact we have stopped feeling shocked by all these guns. Think about it. 1,800 guns. That's like collecting 5 guns a day, every day, all year long. That's a lot of death and despair that was prevented.
Wait. We're 1,600?
Oh, my God. Did he get the math?
He might be right. He might be right.
It should be closer to 6 a day.
I guess. He's thinking very edgy stances, though. Parks are good and guns are bad.
I know.
No wonder they love this guy.
It's a rambling nothing speech.
He's a radical.
And I don't
know what he said.
A lot of harumping going on. Harumph.
The shock of the guns that's out there. Oh, guns bad. Parks good.
This is great. This is the best clip right here. He just falls apart.
Okay.
He starts out okay, and then I don't know what happens.
Along with Commissioner Davis, the entire Boston Police Department, I am fully committed to bringing Boston's neighborhoods beyond the recent rash of violence. And we are doing everything in our power to permit the confidence of people who have information to share. Because our ability to move forward requires that ordinary people show extraordinary courage.
How did he get elected?
His breath
come
has
on.
to stink. It has to.
Oh, yeah.
Has to stink.
Oh, yeah. Just big walrus mouth. Just throw fish in it when he talks.
You know, I bet he has a lot of those. You ever cough up a white thing and you squeeze it and it's mushy and it reeks like rotted food?
No!
You never had one of those things come up?
Stop it! That is disgusting. No, I have not. Oh, wow.
I pull the slimy skin out of my mouth all the time. You know, that like gathers in my my gums and stuff. It becomes a sport after a while to see
God.
How much of a skin web
totally
you can pull out of your mouth. You ever pull like a skin web out of your mouth? It starts as a little thing you feel, and next thing you know, you're pulling half your gum out. And there's no cuts or anything. It's just a layer of skin that just needs to go. Never.
I'm disgusted now.
This effort is driven by groundbreaking research that shows how children's earliest years actually form the architecture of the brain. While this plane is in progress.
He's talking about a brain, the architecture of the brain.
The brain.
Mine was a little cabana, a little architecture.
My brain was destroyed during Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah,
and they haven't rebuilt it yet. I'm waiting, though.
What an idiot.
Jimmy Carter and his crew will be rebuilding my brain soon.
Habitat for Morons. It's got to go into my head and build a new brain.
The architecture of my brain.
Architecture? Oh, my goodness. I can't get enough of this idiot.
On the architecture of the brain. While this plane is in progress, we begin immediately to ensure that all of our kids are ready when they enter kindergarten. To achieve this goal, I am announcing a new initiative called Smart from the Start.
I am announced a new. He couldn't even get it right when he said it. Smart from the start. I'm gonna fight.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Smart from the start.
He's getting his ideas from a Dr. Seuss book.
Oh.
Oh, glad I didn't handle the whole light bright thing that way.
Yeah.
You did this stunt. You're an inconsiderate, just...
Whoa, yeah, whoa.
Kindergarten. To achieve this goal, I am announcing a new initiative called Smart from the Start. That's what children are. Smart from the start. And that's what we need to be.
Oh, it's Andrew Dice Menino. Hickory dickory dock. This chick was suck. It wasn't a woman who lived in a shoe. Her uterus fell out.
I got a new slogan for the Boston Red Sox. Fox and socks.
Fox and socks. I would not eat green eggs and ham. I would not eat them, Menino I am.
What a buffoon. Smart from the start.
He's getting his ideas from Dr. Seuss.
That's really going to take off.
Brilliant.
I bet there's posters all over the place for little kids in kindergarten.
Smart from the start, unless it's a tart.
This guy is a scream, and he's the mayor of a major city.
Yeah.
This guy should not be mayor of the smallest little crap hole town in this country, yet he's the mayor of Boston, and you guys just keep voting him in. Is it a joke? If it's a joke, I'm with you. Okay. If you're voting him in every election because it's funny, all right. I'm all with you. Keep doing it. But if you want a real mayor, you're insane.
God, is that great.
Can't get enough of him.
I think we have one more.
Please.
Smart from the start.
Smart from the start.
Great. Wonderful.
Our responsibility to the children of this city cannot begin and end with the school bell.
Here's thanks guys for helping me out with this next clip. Yeah, it's labeled "People Applaud Too Early," and that throws the mayor off.
Of course it does.
He doesn't know what to
It's retarded. You can't spin a pinwheel in front of him. This idiot is the mayor. He should be sorting different colored glasses at a recycling plant. And he's the mayor.
Where did the green chips of glass go? Smart from the start.
Are we even on BCN at this point?
Smart from the start. I put the bottles in the cart.
I'd imagine at this point they're so scared they just turn off the show.
Yeah, exactly. Turn it off.
Just, oh my God, get to the transmitter.
They're goofing on him again. Run.
Our responsibility to the children of this city cannot begin and end with the school bell. To give them a strong education. A strong education that leads to self-sufficiency.
That's an applause break. Oh my God.
He's the big A of mayors.
So begin with and then with the bell.
Right, it's big A.
Oh, what a dope.
Is that great?
He's a boob.
He gets thrown off by shiny-looking objects.
And now I'll read from Horton Here's a Who. As the mayor of Whoville, Horton.
Looks like you had the three little piggies build the tunnel up there, huh?
We're sorry, the big dig, the tunnel was built of straw and then of wood, and people huffed and puffed and turned into pancakes.
We were working our way up to bricks.
Oh,
oh my God.
He's beyond stupid. Beyond stupid. His State of the City speech is just this rambling mess of what, like, it's someone's dumb, childlike idea of what the people want to hear. Like, it's not even compelling as a city's leader's speech. He's just an idiot.
If he wanted to give an inspirational speech, he would say that Roxbury is being moved to Rhode Island.
Yeah, and then hear the applause.
Oh, man, we're getting requests.
Totally throw him off.
DJ ALB from Post Wars. Hey, Ope, can we please hear Dear Farmer Bob?
Dear Farmer Bob.
The barn. Yeah, all right, we'll play that going in a break.
The barn.
Carl from Westchester, what's up?
I'd like to introduce my new plan, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
BCN is brave if we're still on the air up there. There's some brave people. All right, yeah, let's play that final clip where he gets thrown off by the applause. We stopped it.
Our responsibility to the children of this city cannot begin and end with the school bell. To give them a strong education, a strong education that leads to self-sufficiency, our commitment must start early, extend around the clock throughout the year. We'll continue to apply the most progressive problem-solving and the most unflinching commitment to the challenge of educating all of Boston's children. Because by opening up their minds, we're going to open up their worlds.
By open up their minds, we open up their worlds. By not by opening up their minds.
Right.
By open up their minds.
Unbelievable.
He's a blithering idiot.
Introducing a new bill, Hop on Pop.
Yodel the turtle.
Yodel the turtle.
I want to introduce my new program, All the Places You'll Go.
Let me read from the Chartist in the Hair. Slow, steady wind race.
Where's the barn? Where's Farmer Brown?
Farmer Brown. When he was reading to the children?
Oh, yeah, here it is. It's spelled Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites, too. Good call by that listener wanting to hear this. Here's more Mayor Menino babble.
Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night.
The Beyond?
It's reading to children.
I'm going to introduce a bill that will get hats put on cats. Because it looks very cute. It's fun for the children in the Beyond.
In the Beyond. All right.
That is why Boston lost its effing mind.
Over the light brights.
Over the light bright advertisements is because of that man you just heard right there.
Now I have to go and think up more policy by watching Dora the Explorer. And remember, our future in Boston, Bob the Builder, can you build it? Yes, we can. Bob the Builder.
I heard Johnny Neutron helped out yesterday. He's on the payroll.
Cartoons should be taken very seriously.
Yeah. Is it true he lives in a pineapple under the sea? Thank you, E-Rock. Got to give you credit for that one. That's a good one.
Remember, fixing Boston. I think I can. I think I can. I can and I think I...
What? They took us off the air in Boston? What?
Huh?
What happened? Where what?
What? We'll never get a permit for what? When?
Hello, Worcester, once again for the ONA traveling virus.
Yes, Boston, please join us in Connecticut.
I guess we have to go to Providence this year. Nothing wrong with Providence. They know how to do things down there, right? Huh?
I am what I am, and that's all what I am. Yes, keep up, to eat up. Blah, 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 blah. Babbling fool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is. Boston's mayor.
All right.
What a blast. Yeah, Pete from New York is suggesting Menino sounds like he's doing a chubby bunny all the time.
Yeah.
He does sound wasted constantly.
All right. We should take a break.
Now we will take a break. I know you are a busy man, and I hope your child is a masculine one. Luca Brazzi's running Boston.
Oh, I'm trying to find one more good one as we go to break here. There's so many.
Don Corleone. On this day of your daughter's wedding. On your daughter's wedding.
Well, Cookie Crumbles is pretty funny. Which one you got? Oh, really? You went with this one?
Much like a cookie, I predict the Yankee dynasty will crumble. And the results will be delicious for Red Sox fans.
Much like a cookie, I feel. So the cookie also feels.
We break these out from time to time.
The Yankees will crumble.
I can't get enough of this. A candidation I will not seek. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yes.
And someone else asked if you'd be interested in running for Senator Kerry's seat should he win the nomination.
Let me just say, I will not be a candidate I'll seek, but I'll accept a draft.
I will not be candidation or seek. He's trying to do that famous line, I believe Lyndon Johnson gave.
Yeah.
I will not seek nor will I accept the nomination for President of the United States of America. But candidation nor seek. That's what we get out of him.
And you're just a dopey shock jock.
I didn't even graduate high school.
You didn't even graduate high school.
I'm
you know
an
that
idiot.
That famous line.
He is fantastic.
Oh, I said Johnny Neutron? Ugh.
It's little Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, sorry, but I don't actually watch this stupid thing.
It's little Jimmy Norton.
Yes. Jimmy Neutron. I'm a dope. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. What else is going on in the world today? Really fast, Joseph Biden. He has joined the race for the presidency. It's a goof. Just ignore it. He was caught plagiarizing speeches back in the day. He's just a mush mouth. Doesn't know when to shut up. Had some outrageous quote about Obama.
That was a speech he plagiarized from Lincoln. Dope.
No one's going to take him seriously. So, he's going to get his day where he's all over the news, and then it's just going to go away. Enough.
Yeah.
These are tough times we live in. We need someone a little...
Need tough measures.
We need someone a little stronger than Joseph Biden. Let some other talk show talk about Joseph Biden today. We want to talk about American Idol.
Didn't he have a little puddinhead back in the day?
Oh, no.
Joe Biden?
I don't know.
I think he had a little puddinhead incident where they had to go in and take something out of his skull.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's not the tumor.
He's joined the race, and you know what? I'm not buying into it. Whatever. Good luck, bro.
Something about him rubs everyone the wrong way.
Yeah, American Idol. We weren't even going to talk about American Idol, but Once again, American Idol, this year they're doing something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
They're pulling at your heartstrings a little more this year than they have in past seasons.
I'm watching,
and I'm not buying into it. I'm laughing hysterically on the couch. I'm sorry.
Yep. It just doesn't wash.
The old man. They had an old man.
They had an old man.
It's American Idol. It's supposed to be kids.
They had an old man try out for American Idol, and the reason was so you at home would cry. They wanted you to cry.
Well, does the clip give the explanation of why he tried out? Because I didn't know it until
I
didn't know about this either.
See, they're exploiting everybody, which I think is terrific.
Sure.
And that's all they're doing is exploiting people to get you to watch, get you to talk about it around the water cooler, maybe pull at your heartstrings a little bit. This guy's 64 years old. The rules state you got to be between 16 and 28. So right there they should have said, go home, stupid.
Yeah.
Go home. This isn't for you.
You're 40 years too old.
Right.
Yeah, leave.
Oh, but they went with it. They thought he had a touching story.
What is it?
Well, here it is. Here's good old Sherman. We meet Sherman.
Sherman.
Last night.
Oh, he's even got an old guy name. Sherman.
This show is so different than every other show.
Sherman.
I hope you guys understand that. We don't fall for the easy stuff. We found this hilarious. Here's Sherman. We meet Sherman.
The motivation for my quest to be an American Idol contestant is my lady love of 20 years. She recently became ill. She was in the cancer ward at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. During that time, I thought of this plan to do this letter and this petition, and she worked on it with me, and she was just elated through the whole process. And every day I'd come back with lots of signatures, and she'd just light up. And I believe that it helped her to keep a positive attitude.
She lit up because of the radiation. What's wrong with you? Jesus. What the hell's wrong with you? Don't you see the sign?
Is that him singing? It's horrible.
That's what she wants to do as she's dying in a bed in a hospice is help this idiot get on a teen idol show.
Yeah.
So
yeah, on a teen idol.
So he could get some teen poo-ha.
Yeah. So you can walk around backstage with all those young little chippies.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at them. They have the sensitive music playing in the background.
They're going for it. And I say, no. I actually fold my arms at home and go, no.
You're not getting me.
You're not getting me.
Is there more?
And every day I'd come back with lots of signatures, and she'd just light up. And I believe that it helped her to keep a positive attitude.
Maybe that's the problem, the smoking. Oh, emotionally, sorry.
And made it a little softer. It made her a little softer.
Oh, no.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh.
It made it a little softer.
Wait, did the woman die?
Yeah. It made it a little softer.
Oh, no, I didn't realize
And
that.
now to the judges. You know, you could have brought a lint brush to get your wife's hair off your sweater.
We have to do this. I'm sorry, but we have to.
Oh, certainly we do.
Because if we don't, American Idol wins.
They are. It's so calculated. Just stop it. It's so calculated. Made it a little softer. Made her a little softer.
Made what softer?
What's softer?
You were going to go bellow out a song in front of 4 disinterested people? You idiots. Maybe if you spend time caring for her instead of running around in jeans that you're 50 years too old for. You ass.
Yeah, Mr. Selfish.
Sherwood.
Yeah. Sherman is...
Sherman? Oh, I thought his name was
selfish.
Sherwood. Oh, because Sherwood Schwartz died recently.
Who?
Sherwood Schwartz.
Brady Bunch guy.
Yeah, he made all those shows. I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah?
Gilligan's Island, all those crap shows.
Yeah. Him and Robert Reed would fight a lot.
Yeah.
Robert Reed wanted, like, serious issues to be discussed.
Of course he did.
The values of leaving a plunger in a toilet. And Sherwood Schwartz.
Well, here we go.
Can't the Brady father come out and say he's gay?
Yeah.
I understand it, Sherwood.
Yes, he and Greg go camping. They have one sleeping bag. Where's the problem, Sherwood?
I want a second Grand Canyon episode, and I don't want it to be about a geological...
Oh, my God.
Sorry. I really went too far there.
All right. You want to hear more from Sherman?
Of course.
All right. He introduces himself to the judges.
Yuck.
Can I state the obvious before we start, which is I think you're over 28. Am I right?
A couple days.
Tell me why you're here today.
My lady and I have been together 20 years, and she came down with cancer. And I was
came down with it.
Someone sneezed on her. I came down with the cancer. She came down with it. Oof.
Oof.
That's rough.
She came down with cancer, and I was doing everything I could to help her keep lifted.
That's good.
She kept trying. She passed away Friday, 2 days before the audition.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Yeah, see, there was another judge. That was just very irresponsible of that judge to be in there with Paula and Randy and Simon. This calls for some cancer music.
Does the old fella sing?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Is he good?
He's terrific. Ba 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 ba. Over the river. All right, here we go.
Oh, Sherman.
Here's Sherman.
2 days before the audition.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wow, Sherman.
Please, I don't want sympathy.
No, we're not going to give you sympathy, but we are going to let you sing today. What are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing a song for my lady.
Called
You Belong to Me.
Fabulous.
Oh, my God.
You don't want sympathy, and yet you're showing up telling the cancer story?
Yeah, he tells the cancer story. He's a crying old guy, and he doesn't want sympathy.
Surprised you didn't wheel the coffin in like Hannibal Lecter.
Jesus. Just going to prop her up here.
Yeah, open it up and let her watch.
Oh, God damn it.
Put a Ghost Sherman hat on her.
She always called him Sherm. Go Sherm.
Oh, Sherm. You know, halfway through the song, her jaw just opens.
And she does that slow, twisting fall to the floor. Oh, is that horrible?
Here comes the email.
Oh, is that awful?
This morning, you guys are a little mean. A little too mean. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Picture that horrific scene. Oh, is that uncomfortable? I'm just going to... they're all just staring in horror.
Opens it up.
You just hear that big thud. She hits the deck. I want your sympathy. He's like trying to pick her up, but he's not strong enough.
She's still wearing a hospital Johnny.
Oh, boy. Here it is. Wrong angle, guys.
Oh, no.
F.H. Riley checking in. Wrong angle, guys. This will only lose you, listeners.
Yeah.
Who cares?
They'll come back.
Who are we going to lose, Sherman? Isn't that our target demo?
Well, were you welling up at this one? Were you tearing up when you watched it? Or maybe a loved one caught the cancer that you know? I think we've all been through that crap. Oh. Jesus Christ. Can you just do a little dark humor on something without somebody having to jump down your throat that they've been through it? Enough, okay, shut up.
Cancer isn't transmitted that way anyway, you goose.
She caught it.
Damn it, there's cancer on my shoe. Let me take it off.
Told her to wear a sweater that night. It was cold out.
Can we please hear old Sherman
She
sing?
stepped on a rusty nail and got the cancer.
You ready for old Sherman singing?
Oh, boy, am I. Oh, I hope he sings.
Yeah, please. It's for his lady.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye.
Can you
No,
imagine?
didn't do that one.
Imagine if he sang some inappropriate tune.
Come on, shake your body, baby. Do the conga. No, you. Hey, there he is.
Oh, there's Sherman.
He looks like Sherman. He's an old guy. Got the little gray mustache and hair. Is he going to croon?
Yeah, he's a crooner. Here we go.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Here's Sherman singing.
All right, Bill Sherman.
See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise on a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to
in the ground.
See the marketplace in old Algiers.
Less luggage to carry.
Photographs and souvenirs.
You have to sing "See the Pyramids" to Olivia Newton-John.
Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me.
God.
Thank you very much, Sherman.
Oh, nice
And
one.
they cut him off.
Nice one, baby. Nice one.
Yeah, dog.
Thank you very much.
That was from the heart.
You're a class act, Sherman. Thank you very much.
And with that accomplished, Sherman had just one more message.
I won. I am a winner.
No.
You're not.
He didn't get the little yellow piece of paper. He didn't run out and you're going to Hollywood, dog.
She died and you didn't pass.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let me tell you something. You're going to the cemetery, dog.
Sherwood Schwartz is still alive, by the way.
Is he?
It was Sidney Sheldon.
Sidney Sheldon died?
Yeah.
Sherwood Schwartz is still alive. 5 shots, and he's still alive.
They're all on the chin.
Hey, we're going to go over to XM now. And we got Dove.
What did Sidney Sheldon do?
Huh?
What the hell did he do?
A novelist?
Some of that reading crap.
I am a complete ass.
Reading.
Well, he did the other ones. Boy, if anyone should have died.
Hey,
Dove Davidoff is coming with
Dove
us to XM.
Davidoff is coming to XM. We ran really late. He was supposed to join us over here. He did not. He will join us over at XM. He's a really funny guy. And we'll have him on this side of the show in the very near future. But
he's at Comics, I think, tonight, this weekend, I believe. At Comics here in New York. He's a really good act. And I was on a plane watching a movie with Mark Wahlberg, and I had to see Stupid Dove. I couldn't even I was so passive-aggressive, I could not put the headphones on.
Ooh.
He was in that movie with Mark Wahlberg.
yeah, he's terrific. He's going to be at Comics. That's on West 14th Street, just east of 9th Avenue, tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. A very, very funny guy. We'll get into that over at XM.
And I'll see you guys Monday. I'm going to Houston.
What?
I can't get
Houston.
no, Houston will not put me on any radio station, so.
Well, they shouldn't.
Radio
You're
General.
despicable.
After the old Sherm clip.
Sherm.
Radio
Sherman Potter
is very scared of little Jimmy Norton.
They're just jerks.
I used to be able to go on all these radio shows when you were traveling.
Yeah, what happened?
What has changed? Not you.
Not have to say what changed. October 2004.
Well.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh.
Yeah, this program.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for listening. See you tomorrow. It's Friday, right? Oh,
See,
hey,
some
Friday
idiot-
tomorrow. Wow.
See, some idiot is trying to get to me. Lance and Philly. Opie, this is why I laughed when your stupid dad died. Well, laugh away. There you go.
Mine's dead, too, if you want to know.
That's right.
Mine would be if he had anything that I could inherit.
See, I accomplished what I wanted to, Lance. Do you get it?
Lance!
Make sure you're listening tomorrow, because you will be. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. If you're not joining us over at XM, have a great day.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. are the most vile, despicable human beings in the country. Creeps, ankle-biters.
Obviously, the strength is their ability to turn mistruth into something people would believe.
Wow, how long is this guy going to continue to babble and say nothing?
All day long!
Shut up! All right, here we go.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's worse than I imagined.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
We are a bunch of dopes.
I think we're lewd.
And we're probably pushing 20 arrests because of this radio show.
Out of touch cornballs.
3 retards.
We have the effect of Tylenol PM.
Opie.
You know I could have been a model.
Anthony.
I'm gay.
James Norton.
I like yogurt.
Robert Reed.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's.
Frightening, isn't it?
Breaking news. They're arraigning 2 guys.
Yeah.
They're arraigning 2 guys.
Yeah.
Here they come right now.
Wow. Yeah. Arraignment.
Look at that guy.
Oh, look at that dude. Look at that. He was smoking some weed while he put those up.
It's the basis from corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learning about Cuba and eating some food.
Food. Well, if I put these up on our time, fucking guys, they're arraigned because they put those little promotional things.
Wow, and they got video of them blowing up the light brights up there in Boston.
Yeah, they blew them up.
Yeah, once again, and blammo.
Who made that decision? I mean, why initially was the reaction that it must be some sort of explosive scenario? Why can't it just be bright?
Yeah,
lights. Saw lights and something.
It could be 900 other things before
Why would
a
they
bomb.
jump to we have to explode it?
Yeah. Blow it up and then like have this panicky thing. Look at this guy. He's in bomb gear.
Yeah.
Because Boston lost its fucking mind.
Is it that
it's only Boston. There were 10
and their articulate
cities.
mayor?
Yeah.
That guy makes Colin Quinn sound like the Queen.
They, for some reason, 10 cities had this promotion done. And Boston is the only
one
city
who decided to go in the streets and blow them up.
Lost its fucking mind. The police were called out. Opie, you are so annoying.
Opie!
The police were called out to blow these things up. This fucking, what is he, got dreads and everything? A little beard going. He is just like, this is like the last thing I ever thought I'd be arrested for, dude.
He doesn't look, he's shaking his head like, what the fuck?
What happened? He's not even the guy. I think he's just like an intern, like, hey, this is your job today.
They put him up. Like, they hung him up. And
why is that? If you saw that, it doesn't say bomb.
It's on an awning of a restaurant. It's like real high up on buildings. They put them. So they're very visible. They're brightly lit, colorful. Why would you go, bomb?
Yeah. Well, you see a cartoon character and you're thinking some Islamic fundamentalist.
Yeah, right.
It's a fucking light bright.
I'll tell you something about bombs, real bombs. You don't see them. There's no light or beeping, and there's no red wire to cut. It's not the fucking movies.
Generally no cartoon character.
Yeah, no cartoon characters. Usually a
no
bomb.
Cartoon character giving you the finger.
Yeah, there's usually dead people and parts around bombs.
Nothing about that says Muslim fundamentalist.
Nothing.
Here's how you'll know if it's Islamic fundamentalist. If it's a Betty Boop with her clit removed.
That's terrible.
They just lost their mind. 10 other cities this promotion was done in. And they didn't care, but Boston and, the police department up there, the mayor, they're all just fucking crazy.
And now the 2 guys are getting arraigned.
And another frightening thing they just showed on the news earlier, they had shown these things, and it's that little square character. What's his name? You know, Than? No? The cartoon character? I don't know.
SpongeBob?
No.
SquarePants?
Another one. I don't think SpongeBob flips the bird.
Oh, I know it. That's why his name is Bomb Cunt. Good to be over at XM.
And he's flipping the bird in LEDs, which amounts to about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 LEDs You know, it's the least amount of information you could give to a human mind that would let you know it is the bird being flipped.
It's not a bird, though, because the cartoon character only had 4 fingers.
Yeah.
How do you get that done? Where's the middle finger when you only have 4?
Yeah, can you really flip the bird? But every news channel was showing these things. But I guess it was MSNBC, it was just on before, decided, because I was like, they're pixelating something. What is it? Maybe
I thought it was a logo.
I thought it was a cartoon channel logo or something.
Yeah.
And I realized, no, they pixelated an LED cartoony character flipping the bird. That's the point we're at now.
Terrible, isn't it?
Where you
think
can't.
that's representative of?
Who's gonna?
I mean, you get politically correct to the degree that nobody's allowed to say anything.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna sort of, I would imagine, generate real hatred. I'll bet that whoever came up with the term African American wasn't a white guy who had black friends.
No.
It was probably like a guy who wanted to bang a black chick, and she said no. You're no white guy.
You know,
somebody had harbored some resentment and then had to deal with it. And
in their own way.
See,
because I think this is more respectful, and maybe I'll get to fuck these chicks if I fucking
I mean, and nobody who's ever had black friends would refer. You know, it's sort of like
They're jigaboos, Jimmy. You can
exactly. It's not African American.
It was always a black guy.
Well, now Biden is in trouble for saying.
Yep.
Which sounded like it was kind of. I mean, what's the reference? Obviously, was being made to. There was no candidate that seemed as though they were electable at all, and this guy is at least that. And that was what Clean had been describing. Am I wrong?
Yeah. That sounded like what
jump on it and freak out.
They jumped on it like
the guy's wearing a hood. It's not David Duke. It's just a guy who said it in a way that was a little bit insensitive.
Yeah, but even that, why do people have to be these automatons that know exactly how and when and what to say at the right time? You can't just kind of say something off the cuff and you're held to this accountability that's like, you're fired, career is over, go fucking go in a hole and die, and there's no chance for retribution or rehabilitation to get this guy out of here.
Well, this is what Joseph Biden said. It's hard to hear
his fun statement.
When you got the first sort of mainstream African American who was articulate and bright and clean and nice looking guy, I mean, that's a storybook, man.
Yeah. He means it's not Sharpton. It's not Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. That's he's pointing out the fact that
that there's an inferior race. I don't understand.
It sounds like he's trying to say he's a guy. Here's a guy without this personal agenda like Jesse Jackson and Sharpton, who can speak both to black people and white people at the same time without getting white people enraged. So it's not Farrakhan. It's like a person who has leadership qualities in the black community that isn't fucking militant.
Right.
He could have said it better.
It was very insulting what he said. It really was. Really condescending.
Was it?
Really insulting.
You saw this?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah. He was basically really saying he's not uppity, he's well-capped.
Well, he's just saying, whenever you talk about black people...
He's not a shoe-shine black type of guy.
Whenever you talk about black people and you start saying words like articulate, when is the last time you heard a white politician describe...
when they were talking about Colin Powell.
Exactly.
They say the same thing. But why is it so bad to say he's articulate when, you want someone up there going, I want to be president and shit.
That's
because he's not talking like that.
He's talking relative to the other candidates. Yeah. That's saying in general. I mean, it didn't.
To me, that does. It is. Hey, you have an African American candidate who is articulate. To me, that does say he's not going up there going, look, man, I wants to be president and shit. Yeah. He's talking like he's assimilating to the society at large.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Really bad.
Honestly.
Kramer bad?
No, because there was no ill intent in it. But, no, Kramer,
Yeah, he's trying to spin this, but as soon as I heard it, I'm like, wow.
I read that, and I'm like, what a fucking terrible.
And you know what?
That's so condescending.
And he got caught because of YouTube. They were talking about this on the news last night. Because of YouTube, you're gonna see their every move now leading up to the election.
Oh, yeah.
They can't hide. Wherever they go, there's someone with a camera
phone,
filming them.
Security.
So they got to be very, very careful this election.
I'm surprised he didn't say.
Elections.
I'm surprised he didn't say I like him because he's one you can pick up and who doesn't have to wear diapers. So Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
And we are though. We've become a nation nation of fucking just kvetching fat girls who live to catch each other making a mistake.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's like he didn't mean it to be hateful, and we're just a bunch of little bitches who love to catch people doing something wrong and tisk them.
But I think that's the way they're spinning it, as though he meant it in some sort of... I guess that's the attempt, and that's probably not the case. It came out in a condescending manner.
It did. I'll give you that. It did, but it's accurate.
Alan Keyes is a very articulate guy. I mean, maybe never a viable candidate. Jesse Jackson,
He was talking about an electable
They've
guy.
never been an electable, right. These people you're bringing up never been electable. Jesse Jackson, sorry, never been electable. They will always bring up Jaime Town. You know, and his agenda is very Afrocentric. You know, white people feel like, you know, this guy, I think, really wouldn't be working for me.
Right.
You know, here's
Sharpton, obviously not.
Yeah, Sharpton has just been
myriad of reasons
caught blatantly lying in court. That whole Tawana Brawley thing, they'll never live down.
Yeah.
But this guy is, somebody who they're talking about seriously electable. I don't think he is. I don't think America's ready for that. Middle America. I don't think.
Can you have an open sort of exchange of ideas when everybody leaps on somebody?
The second you say
sounds
something.
the slightest. How do you communicate under those kinds of restrictions or that sort of oppressive?
There's no real communication anymore because you have to go through put what you say through so many filters that the original intent has been taken out, or the passion that you had for something has to be tamed down.
I said to somebody that in Crunch Fitness where I was going that there were I said that there were gay guys.
By the way,
what happened? Come on over here.
What a
No, there were guys ripping holes in the shower curtains. I said the gay guys were ripping, and somebody literally said to me, "Well, how do you know it was the gay guys?" I don't know. Who else has the incentive to rip holes in shower curtains?
What? Right.
Yeah, I'll call it motive. I don't need to be a fucking NYPD detective to figure out it might have been a gay guy.
A bunch of gay guys and Norman Bates just standing there. What the fuck?
By the way,
of course it's gay guys.
By the way, we got to introduce Dove. Everyone's saying who's in studio. This is Dove. That was supposed to do the first half of the show, but we got backed up. It was a whole thing. But Dove Davidoff.
Hi, everybody.
Davidoff. Dove Davidoff.
Yeah, we pronounce it Davidoff. Davidoff's probably the correct way to pronounce it.
All right.
No, it's Davidoff. It's Davidoff.
You know,
we pronounce it. I'm sorry.
Let's get to the intros in a second. I'm just looking at this guy who's going to be in trouble. It's called Terror-Free Gas. This guy opened up a gas station called Terror-Free Gas.
Oh, God.
It's oil that comes from Canada and the U.S.
I love him.
Not Saudi Arabia. This guy is going to be so fucking in trouble.
He's the greatest.
This is fantastic.
It's Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
He's the fucking greatest, this guy.
Terror-free oil. It's terror-free oil.
This guy's the greatest.
Terror-free. Can we find out more about this? Definitely pull that story. Terror-free oil, and it's in huge letters on the awning. Terror-free gas. Good for him. Because a lot of people don't know. You don't know. We grew up with all these gas stations, Shell and everything, and you think they're American companies, and a lot of them are just these awful Arab Muslim countries that do support terrorism. Not all of them, but Citgo is Chavez. That's his baby. Mm-hmm. And, he has just expressed his hatred.
Is Citgo a Venezuelan company?
Yeah.
Really?
And just expressed his complete hatred of America and the president, but that's not hard these days. But they're changing the name of Citgo now because enough people know now that it's based out of Venezuela. So they're changing it to some other, hey, happy jolly gas kind of.
White guy gas.
Spicco.
Spicco.
Yeah, some kind of name that we can all go, I want to get gas there.
Yeah. That's cool. I've actually left Bank of America. I now use Julius Bank.
No pay us savings.
Senator Biden, this is our favorite quote, the 7-Eleven quote. Have you heard this one?
Oh, yeah.
This is a classic.
Another good one.
This isn't the first time that he has, said the wrong thing.
Manish, how are you, man? Well, good to see you. As you know, I got a lot of support from you, Cindy.
And more to come, I think.
Yeah, so. No, I've had a great relationship. In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
I'm not joking.
Excited for you.
That's great.
I want him to win the fucking presidency.
You know,
comedians will never be out of work. The guys in the 80s will be coming back.
Isn't that great?
Wow.
Is that Rich Little?
He's the greatest.
And then he said he's not joking.
Yeah.
It's like, no, because then you can never go, well, I was joking. Well, let's play the clip. You say you're not joking. What part of the joke was I'm not joking?
Don't ever cop the not joke.
Yeah, come on. You can always use it as a defense
leave
later.
that as an option, for Christ's sake.
What a tool. Okay.
Wow. Not good.
Okay, vote him in. Opie's just
enjoying his Cheerios.
It happens.
As a boy should.
The actual navigation of the show. The rudder of this show ship is Opie.
Cereal?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's the guy that's
what happened?
Remember when the Exxon Valdez ran ashore there and kind of cracked in half and all the oil went all over? Yeah. Remember the setup to that whole thing? The captain was asleep, and the guy was some second, third in command was running the ship. That's the situation we're in when Opie's eating cereal on the Opie and Anthony show.
What happened?
Well,
we're on our way to a natural disaster, apparently.
Yeah, we're good at what we do, you know. But if you put us at the helm, it's going to be greasy, oily penguins that need cleaning.
We all just get scared and go in circles. How about that Biden thing?
Yeah, we could dwell on that a while longer.
I was hungry.
He's the guy with the discs.
Now that
the magic discs.
By the way, I talked too soon. I started farting again after yesterday's show.
Did you?
For another 12 straight hours.
That is not good.
No.
You might want to...
and then woke up in the middle of the night, very scared.
You talked to your doctor about that.
I was scared, and it wasn't the farting. I was talking to dead people in my sleep last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is creepy.
It was really creepy.
Did any of them say, could you stop my husband on American Idol? He's embarrassing himself.
I was seeing, like, dead people in the mirror as I was taking a bath.
Wow, that is really creepy.
In my dream, I was
homoerotic.
In my dream, I was taking a bath. I had a shower curtain, and
Dove was cutting holes in it.
Yeah, right, exactly. It was me and another not gay guy.
And for some reason, I had the shower curtain closed, but when I opened it, I had an angle at a mirror, and in the mirror were dead people.
You know, mirrors in dreams, never good.
Really?
I've never looked into one and seen myself or anything. Yeah. It's usually like some kind of beastly thing behind you.
Yeah.
Ready to stab you.
I was scared. I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like actually scared.
I
didn't really want
lights on.
I didn't want to open up. No, I didn't want to open up my eyes. I woke up, but I was too scared to open my eyes.
You got to open them immediately because the longer you keep them shut, the longer you'll think, if I open them, there's going to be scary face an inch away from mine.
I woke up because I was scared. I didn't open my eyes because I was convinced I was going to see an actual dead person.
So you let out a gas?
No, so I just shook my head a lot to wake myself up. And then I fell back to sleep.
You're fucked up. With your eyes closed, shaking your head.
You're like a cartoon dog.
And then I went back to sleep. And then I was dreaming of puppies.
That's nicer. Dead puppies.
Anyway.
I'm sure if someone analyzed that, usually the dream analyzer, people that analyze dreams, they come up with something that means nothing. Like with a dream like that.
Or it's so general that nobody could deny that that's the case.
Yeah,
like, it probably means you don't like to be smacked around. Really?
Yeah.
Genius?
Is that it? Because I don't.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't like to be hit in
really
the face.
Good. I like the ones that are completely obscure, like something like I dreamt I was driving my car into work, and I was late to work, and my boss was angry with me. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's you didn't get a toy when you were a kid.
Right.
And that's why you're... What? Yeah. Maybe I'm just late every day and I'm paranoid about it. It's exactly what happened in real life.
Everyone has the work dreams.
Yeah.
And by the way, don't analyze my dream because I left out a key part that I don't feel like talking about.
Suck the cock?
Huh?
No.
So don't even try to analyze it because you don't even have all the parts. Sorry.
You left out the big part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Now you got to tell everybody. Come on.
They wanted me to come into a room with them.
What? Yeah. The dead people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's really creepy.
Yeah. They wanted me to.
Did you know any of these dead people, or were they just general dead people?
I think my dad was in it. That's what really creeped me out.
That's creepy. Yeah, mine shows up every so often in dreams. It's like, could you just stay dead and not pop up in my dreams? It really freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, please stop. I get it.
He's like, hey, how you doing? And why in your dream do you not go, hey, you're dead? Did you?
Huh?
Did you do that, hey, you're dead thing in the dream?
No.
You don't want to tell them?
No.
You don't want to freak them out, the dreamy people. Fuck, I am. Shit. Stinks. I've had that, though. Oh.
Hey, where are you playing? Comics.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm playing at Comics tonight, tomorrow, and the next day at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
8 o'clock shows. Every night. It's on 12th Street.
Yeah, nice place.
I've seen Dove.
It's supposed to be a beautiful club. I've never been in.
It is very
supposed
nice.
to be really beautiful.
I've seen Dove at the Cellar many times. Just
fun.
beyond hilarious.
Thank you.
If you're looking for someone you haven't seen yet, check out Dove definitely this weekend.
I, by the way, will be going to Houston, and the club has requested I do a ticket giveaway because they can't get me on any radio down there.
That is amazing.
We have just destroyed your ability to promote yourself on any other show.
Excellent. What, I got Walton and Johnson, those fucking cunt buckets. Two fucking fat white guys, one doing the gay voice, the hillbilly, and the yam. Well, that's fascinating. It sounds like 11 people. It sounds like 11 people, but it's just you two. Like a fraud, you got to sit there and pretend you don't notice that it's this fucking one fat douche. It's awful. I'd rather have 4 people and fucking... then go on that show and sell the club
What's their beef,
out.
Jimmy? Why don't they want you on? That doesn't make
they
sense.
hate us because Bill Burr was on. They had a problem with them, so then I trashed them too because I had been on their show.
And Jimmy pointed out the fact that that one guy does 3 people's voices.
Yeah, and one of them's a yam. Pointed
one's
out.
a yam.
Yeah, but Biden's insensitive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not running for political office. Would it bother you
that was really condescending.
Would it bother you if that offended me and I addressed it seriously? Well, I'm not running for office, Dove.
Yeah, that's right.
What about the other shows, though?
Miss America's back.
Yeah, I was looking at that, wondering who that was.
The one sports show is dying to have me on, but they're out for the big game. Super Bowl. Can I say Super Bowl?
We'll get sued. Don't say it. Say the big game.
Well, I'm giving away Super Bowl tickets because it's the Super Bowl promotion.
I'm saying Opie and Anthony on XM, official show of the Super Bowl. There you go. Fuck us. Go ahead. Send the cease and desist.
Hey, Redding from Whackbag. Opie, did you say to the dead people, you're dead?
Yeah, maybe that's what that's all about.
Either that, they're real estate agents, and you've been looking for an apartment for so long, they're like, well, we have to fucking start showing you heaven and hell because there's nothing on earth you like.
I
know. Oh.
What's that?
Close Encounters with Steve. That's Steve singing. Here's our production guy, Steve. He had the mics on, didn't know it. Yeah. And he kind of recorded himself inadvertently. Was that it?
He didn't know that was on when he did that?
No.
What a fucking dope.
So he just was singing.
And now
Stephen Carr.
And Dan turned it into this.
I know this. This means something. He built this big behemoth in his living room, and it was just his old physique. It just looked like the Devil's Tower.
I'm making something out of mashed potatoes. No, actually, I don't eat them anymore. My stomach is too small.
I've had it stapled. What were you doing, Steve, during that? Were you just
looking through a shower?
Were you testing the mic at the gym? Where are you?
That's the signal to the other guy.
Fucking stupid Derek, who apparently I've trained well, knows that you always leave the mics on, and no matter what happens, you just start rolling the second the human being walks in the room, and anything is fair game that hits those mics.
Yeah.
So I walked up. I was about to, I don't know what we were doing. We were probably working on the new intro, and I just was and
there it is.
Yeah, and
you're the guy.
Wow, look at that.
That's the guy.
You're cool.
Man. And fucking stupid, and put it in one of the production pieces that we did, and then he gave it to Nathaniel, and then he gave it to Sam, and then he gave it to Danny, and...
Does this mean... Does that mean
come into the stall?
A Foundry reunion concert? You're warming up for that? Stephen Carr is going to come back out?
It very well could signal something like that.
He was in a metal band called Foundry.
Oh, really?
You never heard the song Pendulum? Come on.
I've heard it. It's my ringtone. I love that fucking tune.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. I used to weigh 400 pounds and wear Lane Bryant blouses.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he was
that was his
true rock star.
Oh, we got the song? No, we haven't played the song.
Let's hear a little Pendulum.
Yeah, here's Pendulum.
Were you singing, Steve?
Yeah. Get out of the way, man. The pendulum's coming swinging the other way. The pendulum rocks.
Every cliche you could possibly come up with 10 years ago was in one song. Yeah.
It's really not that bad.
Did you say something? Were you singing about a girl and call her my little rock and roll queen?
No, I never went that cliche.
No. She called him.
You're a faggot.
Well, if you count all the gay police signs I've had on my back in the last 24
I know.
hours, I can't escape them.
The staff is just creaming you with Post-its. That's another thing they do. Instead of working around here, we like to take little Post-its and put gay police and slap it on people's backs.
Well, Steve has put his foot
Steve's
down.
got a good look. He's got that stash, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently gay men like to shave like this, and I don't.
Yeah, you got like a good physique. You're like a bear.
Good look.
What were you called? What did Kevin Smith say? Sloppy party bottom?
No, that was something else. I was
sure it was.
Muscle Queen was the one I got.
Muscle Queen. Yeah, you'd be a muscle queen.
Yeah, it was Muscle Queen. Sloppy party bottom somehow.
Steve has made it out. He says he does not want certain shenanigans going on at certain times.
No, I said when there's... The rule I had to put down in front of fucking stupid Sam was, listen, when I actually have to do grown-up work, which is not that often, could you lay off the gay police signs?
Yeah, like if you got to go to a meeting with, somebody important.
Yeah, when I actually have to do... Sometimes we have to go and meet publicists.
If you're meeting Joel Hollander, I want gay police on your forehead.
Without a doubt.
On your forehead. I just told him to not to stop, but to change focus elsewhere. I said, if you want to go pick on E-Rock during those times...
Well, E-Rock's fair game all the time. Of course.
Terror-free oil. We got
the audio?
Here we go.
Starting today, drivers in Omaha, Nebraska will be able to fill up their tanks with terror-free gasoline. A group called the Terror-Free Oil Initiative is behind the idea
to
next
provide to the nigger-free watermelon stand.
Countries that support terrorism. For
it's in Omaha. What do you expect?
From Omaha, Nebraska, by NBC's Charles Hadlock. So, Charles, how are drivers reacting?
Well, it's getting off to a slow start here in Omaha so far. The idea behind this is, where did the gasoline in your car, where did it come from?
The ground.
Did it come from a foreign country? Did it come from a country that supports terror? That's the idea behind this new gas station, a terror-free oil gas station. The investors in this new company say that they are only buying gasoline from companies that do not drill in foreign countries, or at least in foreign countries that support terrorism.
All right, where's the oil coming from?
I fucking changed my opinion. I hate this guy.
You loved him.
I'd rather buy oil from fucking Mohammed Atta. I hate this guy. I don't like his diction. Terror-free.
Terror.
He's really annoying me.
I think that was the news guy, wasn't it?
Oh.
Wasn't that the guy doing the story?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So you hate the news guy, but you still love the gas station now.
Yes, I changed my opinion again.
Good.
I'm wishy-washy.
He's probably getting the oil from olives. Where's the oil coming from?
Canada.
Who the fuck
and the
would
US.
fill up their car?
Or
Wouldn't you be scared to fill up your car with his oil? You don't know where it's coming
watered
from.
down.
Yeah, it's probably liquefied pig shit. Fucking, he has a hog farm.
How are customers reacting to all this? Well, we have a customer here right now, Ron Westman. Ron, that's your yellow cab right back here. Yes. You burn a lot of gasoline here. Why did you
don't
come
call an
here
Asian
today?
guy's car a yellow cab.
I like the idea of,
Enough of the racism.
Supporting terror-free oil. Don't mind paying a couple extra cents if it's not going to be going to foreign terror countries.
Is that your main concern? Is it the big oil companies are pumping money into Middle Eastern countries?
Yeah, truly. I'd like to see it support America or
You don't know where it's going either.
Wherever else it might be going.
Hey, this just in from DJ Anal Lightbulb from Post Whores. In the same town, Spick-Free Tacos. So they're onto something in Omaha.
The mystery here is, where is this money going? Like, you're buying from American and Canadian oil companies.
Maybe Russian.
So, you don't know where that money goes. They get money, and then oil companies are huge investors in other companies. Sure. So your dollars could be invested secondhand in horrible things.
God only knows.
All the money's going to Canada, who lets terrorists walk right through the door anyway.
Yeah, where did the terrorists come from initially that went through Logan? Didn't they come from Canada? Came through from Canada into Maine?
Blame Canada.
Yeah.
They say that they're going to put these gas stations in other cities very soon. But the real issue is it really terror-free oil? Can you guarantee that it's 100% that the oil came domestically from here? And even the supplier of this oil, which is Sinclair, says we can't guarantee that, even though our refineries are in Oklahoma and Wyoming. We also get our oil from the New York Mercantile, which buys its oil from around the world.
Oh. See, so they don't know.
They get it from the New York Mercantile, which buys its oil from around the world, meaning most likely 80% of it comes from non-terror-free countries.
Yeah.
Basically, you're not really,
It's a big bullshit fucking publicity ploy.
Another publicity stunt.
I hate him now, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's using like... Yeah, he's not genuine. I don't like him at all.
Wow, this is going like one of your relationships.
What?
In 3 seconds, you've loved and hated.
Oh, I think you meant all of a sudden that you realize terror-free oil has a cock, and you're like, oh, well. Here's your money.
What's done is done. Here's Andrew in New York. Andrew.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I got something I need you guys to help me solve.
All right.
I was always wondering whether or not if I had sex with my dog, it was a man, if that's gay, or if it's still just dog sex.
Your dog is a man? Don't you mean
well, I need a male dog.
Okay, male and man is different. If you have a man dog, you just have a man.
Have you had
It's not a dog.
Have you had sex with your dog, sir?
Well, yeah, but, I mean... That's what I'm saying. Is it still just doggy?
Does it
sex,
make
right?
You're just wondering whether or not it makes you gay. You're not worried about the fact that you're fucking a dog.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be a fag.
Yeah, no faggot.
I just want something between. You know,
The
like,
difference is this, sir.
There's no way you had sex with your dog.
When you pulled your dick out, did you have the pink glove? Like, did the fucking dog's asshole kind of come with your dick a little bit?
I had a little pieces of shit like around the crown of my head.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Fine.
You're a liar.
That was hot until we realized he was lying.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear what happened to the co-author of I Love Rock and Roll?
Oh, I love him.
Yes.
You heard?
I love him.
Can we hear a little bit of that song from Joan Jett?
Who else wrote it with him? Joan Jett?
A singer-songwriter named Alan Merrill of Yorkville. He's 57. And he wrote this with Joan Jett.
Oh, Bill. Poor Bill. He can't find anything fast.
He's looking up I as E-Y-E.
Look at stupid Bill. He gets all scared.
We all know this song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Saw him playing with his toys by the record machine.
Right.
Apparently.
I said, put this in your mouth. He said, mister, what do you mean?
There's some guy lifting up his dog's tail right
It feels so wrong.
I love kitty porn. Oh, yeah, he loved kitty porn. What the fuck?
How is he
How
caught?
are people still getting caught with this stuff?
What happened? What did he do?
The co-author of this song was busted last week after cops found kitty porn in his Manhattan home.
Oh, kitty porn.
Singer-songwriter Alan Merrill, 57, of Yorkville, told police he had downloaded the internet photos.
Accidentally?
Many of naked girls as young as 12, as research. Sources said.
Apparently rock and roll wasn't the only thing he loved.
Yeah, the Pete Townsend defense.
Yeah, that's the Pete Townsend defense.
Police seized more than 1,000 images of child pornography on CDs at Merrill's apartment.
You could research with probably 3 or 4.
This man is thorough.
I really get into my research. I need thousands.
I will not rest until I search every cunt on the playground.
The NYPD Crimes Investigation Unit seized 5 computers.
Oh, boy.
Wow. This
Yeah,
guy was a bad boy. And we're checking them for additional images. Of course, he wrote...
had 5 computers and only 1,000 images?
Yeah, come on. Now it doesn't seem
They built
as
in
impressive.
1938? Yeah. You can fit that on a fucking iPod.
They confiscated his Commodore 64.
Computers with 1,000 images.
Oh, isn't that terrific?
They'll find more.
Huh?
They'll find more images.
Oh, yeah.
He's got one image per computer. Who has 5 computers in the house?
Oh, I do. No porno, though.
Hey, there's a video.
No operating systems either. Yeah, try booting up Vista. I'd rather have kiddie porn on my computer. Jesus.
He also co-wrote "Thank Heaven for Little Girls." Yeah,
that old gag.
You guys hear about this YouTube video? Bride freaking out and cutting her hair. They were playing it like crazy.
It's fake.
Is it fake? Cause
I don't know.
Good Morning America and the Today Show, they were all playing pieces of this yesterday.
Why should
every YouTube video gets accused of being fake?
Right. Well, there's over 2 million views on this video. I guess some girl on her wedding day freaked out about her hair and just started cutting it.
Yeah.
I think the video's up on opieandanthony.com. People can't figure out if it's fake or not. They're not sure.
They were saying, why did she come into the hotel room alone? Like, she's a bride. She should have, like, the entourage with her. And
right.
There were a bunch of things that just didn't make sense.
So it's obvious it's fake. They just can't figure this stuff out on morning TV.
What does she do? She just cuts her hair? And why
yeah, she, like,
care?
Comes in. Yeah, why would anyone care? I watched it. It was
why is he really interested? Did they do something wild, or she just comes in and cuts her hair?
Well, she's like, it's right before her wedding. And she just, like, cuts her hair off.
Kind of freaks out.
Yeah, freaks out.
Yeah.
Well, we got some audio of it.
Jody, what's wrong?
Jody?
What is wrong?
It looks so bad!
Whoa,
oh my God! Look at my hair! What? Oh,
look, let me just fix this one flower.
Oh, off, Jesse!
Whoa!
Jody?
Okay, it doesn't look that bad. Honestly,
she was like doing it, I try to respond, and just look what she did!
It looks fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
All right,
that's what you want. That's what you want to marry, by the way.
It's so fake. How can they not figure this out?
Yeah.
The acting is horrendous. By the
Mr. Faversham.
By the bridesmaids there? Or?
It's not a sin if your hair has a dirty stain in it. Guy fucking rules. Couple rules. Wish they were my parents, those two.
Her friends try to get her to drink, but she keeps reaching for scissors.
Okay, I'm just gonna put a glass of champagne in for you.
Take a sip.
Can we please do my hair? You're shaking. I know. Like, stop touching it. She's gonna
give her the champagne.
Jody, Kevin is gonna love you no matter. Why are you taking those out?
Because, Jesse, I'm not wearing my hair like this.
Let me
try and do
Norton
something with it for a second.
I don't look like a bride.
Jody, I can fix this. Stop. Please don't cry. Stop crying.
Can you please just
take a sip of the champagne.
And what concern people like turn the camera off?
Ready? Jody, we're gonna fix it for you, okay?
You're getting married before your big sister.
Would have posted it on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. They put it on YouTube.
It's really not that bad.
Listen to Esther. It's honestly not that bad.
Yeah, it's got to be fake. Stop it.
If she was coming from my house, she'd be cutting cum out of her hair. There's a load in it, and I'm getting married.
That's the least offensive thing she'd be cutting out of her hair. Coming from your house.
A fucking log in her ear.
It's fake. Everyone's trying to become a YouTube star.
Yep.
This is fake. Here she is actually cutting the hair.
We're not keeping it. We're not keeping it this way. We're not keeping it this way. Can you put away the key? What are you doing? No! Stop! Why are you holding your hand? Hold her hand!
I wish they were plunging the scissors into her chest.
Oh my God!
It's okay. I wanted to have shorter hair anyway for a while. Oh my God! Oh my God! Stop! Wait! Relax. Just relax.
Okay.
Can you please just like go away? Can you just go away, you guys? Can you just go away? I don't know what to do. Daddy! It's worse. Daddy! It's worse. Okay. Okay. Get the champagne right now. Get the champagne. Get the
She needs liquor. Get liquor.
Yeah. Get him liquored up.
No, I look like a boy. You don't look like a boy. I can't. Okay. Oh my God. I can't get married like that. Yes, you can. Look at her. I'm so embarrassed. That looks wicked.
Oh my God! And they weren't sure this was fake.
They didn't cut her head off. That's terrible. It was a terrible voice. Terrible acting.
Yeah, that would be great. He trims her hair, and then he and her both cry and hold each other.
How stupid is the news?
Like you said, they're looking for the next big star.
Hold on. They're all trying to be stars on YouTube.
Oh, yes, Jimmy?
Add it to the collection.
His new burp.
No, I've been doing it my whole life.
Why did I cut my hair? Why did you let me cut my hair?
Okay, Jody.
Why did you let me cut my hair?
Okay.
So you shut up for 10 seconds.
Hester, if you laugh one more time, I won't be your friend anymore. That actually
Stop
wasn't really.
Yeah, you're getting mad at me, but surely.
Everyone, we're working with this now. We're working with this. We're working with this. She cut it off. There's nothing she can do. She's getting married.
Do we get that about me?
You told me to do it.
Don't even worry about that. Think about Kevin. 1 more hour.
Look, it actually really suits you.
Kevin
Really,
Smith.
You'll look back on this and laugh one
Yeah,
day.
this will be.
See? It's not so bad.
It's not that bad.
No.
See? I hate my hair. Okay. I hate it.
You're being such a drama queen right now. You usually, I know it's your wedding day. You
Oh my gosh. I was so.
No, it doesn't look that bad. It does. It honestly
No,
doesn't.
it's not
Keep
that
pinning
bad
it.
at all.
If this was real,
Where is it
Yeah,
on the
look.
size? No.
that guy should just run.
Oh, God.
She should. I can't even listen to that like on a recording. Imagine
That's horrible.
in real life. Like if that was real, someone is marrying that.
The guy that runs terror-free gasoline.
Pump it into a
Imagine
mouth.
how she's going to react the first time you fuck her ass while she's sleeping. Or when she catches you canoodling with her baby sister. Oh, she's not going to handle it well when you molest the kids.
Toronto Star reporting that it is a hoax. Bridezilla's real name is Jody Behan, age 22, and she's an aspiring actress. She and her pal sure raised a ruckus, especially after yesterday's Toronto Star story on the mystery video of a Canuck bridal meltdown playing on YouTube.
And this is going to leverage her into a shot at Hollywood stardom.
Yeah.
What do you stand to gain? Where's the correlation?
I don't know. Like what
wanting a career and that.
There are internet stars. There are people that are only famous from the internet. There's like Star Wars Kid. That was one of the first ones that really got popular.
Yeah, there are people that bang dogs too. I just don't understand what's desirable about that type of being known for that.
Is that going to boost you into movies, or is it going to, what's the end game?
You're like Ron Howard heard that and says, "Got it." That's the role.
Let's go to Mike in New York. Mike.
Hey, there, Mike.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys. What's going on? Hey, that video was well on break.com 2 weeks ago there. That's why I can't understand why YouTube gets credit for stuff like that. They display it all over the news, and
angry YouTube got credit.
Well, no, you know what?
Wow, he took it a different way, didn't he?
Well, the media outlets, they only know YouTube. That's the problem. There's some other great websites out there showing videos every day, but they only know YouTube.
It's like white people committing crime. You only hear about the blacks.
Right.
That's right. There's a video also on break.com. If you type in track worker, TRACKWORKER.
Yeah.
Check that video out. That video is well underplayed.
Track worker.
It's not
break.com.
Does he get hit by a train or something?
I would assume so.
Or something?
I don't want to freak everyone out, but I have to. My brother just emailed me.
Yeah.
You know that dream?
Yeah.
That scared the crap out of me, and I woke up. I believe it was in a bathtub with a shower curtain closed, opened the shower curtain, so now I could see into a mirror that reflected, and I was seeing like dead people.
Yeah.
And one, I think, was my father, and then they were trying to call me into a room.
Yeah.
Okay. My brother just wrote me. Dude, I'm not shitting you. I had a very similar dream last night. There wasn't a bathtub, but there was water. I came up out of a dive. He's, a professional diver. On this funky beach that had a...
Is he really?
Huh?
Is he really?
Yeah, he's an unbelievable diver, actually. Marine biologist. I came up out of a dive on this funky beach that had a kind of dark stone carved room on it with, among other things, a misty mirror. And there was dead people inviting me through the mirror into their room. But here's the freaky part, dude. It wasn't Dad who was one of the dead people, but it was you.
That just gave me the neck creeps.
Freaked me out big time. Startled me awake at exactly 3:11. There's something going on with the number 11 in our family, by the way. I explained it on Ron and Fez.
Holy shit.
One time, what time is your dream?
Creeping me out.
Wonder what they mean. Call me later to talk about this. You know me, I'm not freaked about this stuff, but this has got me really thinking. There you go.
Wow.
I realize it's selfish to think of this show falling apart, but you're not going to die, are you?
I don't know.
I know I'm thinking of my own needs.
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah.
Creepy.
All right, Dove Davidoff is in studio.
Hi, everybody. Comics tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday night.
Yeah, the plug.
Tonight through Saturday.
Dove is hilarious. Go check him out one of these nights.
And Range debuts the show I'm on with Goldblum. Debuts March 15th. I know it's a ways out. But
very cool.
You did a show. I thought you did do a show, Jeff Goldblum. I'm very jealous.
Still doing a show. Yeah, we're doing probably Detective you want. Yeah. But March 15th, an ER slot at 10 o'clock.
Is he a weird guy to work with, or
Jeff?
Yeah.
Nah, he's really a sweet guy.
Good guy.
He's an open guy. Yeah, sweet guy.
He comes across like in interviews and stuff.
He is
like
he's
kind of a little wacky.
It's like a beat. It's like a beat away from what. Right? Yeah. The track is a touch off, but in a cool way. He's a good guy.
All right, we'll continue with the Opie and Anthony show.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony.
Ah, you son of a bitch! Little Jimmy Norton's going to be leaving us soon. He's going to Houston. The Improv, right?
Yes.
Are you leaving during the show again?
I have to, dude. We have
No.
But I don't understand. You don't want to learn. He's got intelligence. Cuckoo's Nest till I sold Charlie Cheswick's card.
What's the big plug? Because you're not allowed to do radio down there.
Give away some tickets.
Oh, Kenny being so fresh.
Wow, that's a pain in the ass.
How about this? If you're in Houston and you want to go, you can
have them call Kenny's number if they want tickets.
Kenny's cell number.
Tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday.
Yeah,
what's the number?
kid.
Oh no, Kenny's got business to conduct.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be.
They'll just leave stupid messages and
right.
send him picture mail of cocks.
If you want tickets.
What's the Improv number? There's two numbers.
All right, hold on.
Whose number are you getting?
If you want tickets.
Yeah. He's scrolling through his phone.
Who do I want to screw over
me
today? Yeah.
No, not me.
Oh, I got Howard's daughter's number.
Wait, can I get a number out?
Do you have that one?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Here's my cell phone number.
What?
Hold on, that was good acting.
Yeah.
713-333-8800. There's a lot of threes. 713-333-8800.
You guys can use them?
3. Wow.
On XM, so we probably have 100 listeners there.
Oh, no. There was quite a presence in the Houston Improv last night.
Yes. All right. Houston part of the Pest Out West, or they're just short of that? Let me see the map again.
Pest Out West.
That would be South Houston.
It could also be West.
Yeah, way to humiliate everyone.
Yeah, because California's part of the scheme of things. How does Texas look again? It's like a thing?
Like a giant glop of shit with a hat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, no, they're not part of the Pest Out West network.
It does.
It's just regular O&A pests that will be joining you at the Houston Improv, Jimmy. Hey, here's something you don't hear every day.
They're warning this morning about certain shampoos, soaps, and lotions. New study suggests products containing lavender and tea tree oils can temporarily leave boys with enlarged breasts. The oils apparently can disrupt the boy's hormonal balance. Experts say the problem appears to clear up when the boys stop using the oils.
Oh my God. Does it help if you rub it on your cock?
Yeah, really. That's why that's bullshit.
Are they talking about boys? What boys? Puberty?
Boys.
Puberty-age boys?
Yeah.
Younger than?
I don't know.
Hormone? Like, they don't say what age that cuts off at. Lavender soap.
They don't want to discourage adults from rubbing lavender all over their body.
If your fucking young boy child is using lavender soap, he probably wants the breasts anyway. I think I was using fucking Ivory soap.
Have the news just ran out of things to talk about?
I say it time and time again.
Start making up shit.
There's a fucking war on, all kinds of
genocide
stuff
going on.
Genocide going on.
On the BBC. It's terrible.
And
you got to cover this.
And then what do we turn on the news and there's fucking Boston going insane because of the Cartoon Network, and another station there's someone cooking and doing dance routines on a news show.
Don't forget about the parrot playing
and
basketball.
of course,
really insane.
my favorite, the fucking parrot that plays basketball had to make the rounds to every every television news show.
What do you think that's representative of in our culture in general? I don't want to bring this
laziness.
It's
just lazy.
It's
journalism.
our attention spans, what we find interesting and not interesting. I think as a
But don't you
nation
think
we're
there's a
too
correlation
lazy.
between that? Yeah, between laziness and sort of getting soft. Remember Apocalypto? Do you guys see that where they talk about how great nations fold in on themselves like the Romans? You have it too easy, and then you just become soft and pathetic and hedonistic.
That becomes the end of your
and that
your
becomes
nation.
as soon as you're blowing up light brights, that's got to be the seventh sign. You know,
you're blowing up light brights.
It's got to be a sign. There's something.
We as a nation, are lazy. So you don't want to work too hard.
We play more fake pitch per
at
capita than anybody in the I mean, the kinds of people that are funneling their resources into the shit that we are. I don't know.
It's true.
It seems like there's an issue with that.
We like things that are easy, simple-minded to look at and laugh at. Like, look, a parrot's playing basketball. If you kind of address genocide in African nations or Iraq or things, now you got to think.
Everywhere, man.
Now you got to
1 billion
start thinking.
people that don't have reasonable drinking water.
Hold on a minute there, Dove. Uncle Paul wants to say something.
Uncle Paul?
No, I didn't. I was just laughing at the jokes where you said the African people were dying. I thought you was just a joke.
Man, I thought I was joking.
Yeah, it was funny.
People, Americans don't really care about defer. It doesn't matter. It's because they're very black people. They're really black people, so we really don't care.
It's that purple shade that distances people from feeling it.
And they're so far away. Like, we don't care. We'll show dead bodies on the news as long as it's a certain amount of miles away, which is odd. If there's a shooting, you'll usually see here in New York or any city in the country, you'll see like the yellow sheet and maybe some blood.
You might be lucky enough to see a sneaker.
Never bodies
poking out.
Yeah.
If there's some kind of a natural disaster, an earthquake or something, same thing. Here, you'll never see bodies. Asia... Yeah. There's they'll show dead people on the news because for some reason it's okay if they don't quite look like us and it's far away. I don't really get the criteria there.
No, it's frightening, and that's representative of something sick. And it's
we comment a lot of the times on what gets us hated by other countries, and sometimes I'll be sitting there watching TV and just go to my girlfriend, or we'll be sitting in the office watching TV, and I'll go to Open, just go, this right here is why the world cannot fucking stand us.
I once a girl came into New York. I mean, her response to this city, and all it has to offer was, it's dirty. And I was like, well, I'm gonna come for you fucking idiot. It's dirty. That's the Met, you degenerate animal. You should chop your own head off, It's
the fucking Museum of Natural History right down there.
What are you fucking it's dirty? That's
dirty.
what you have to say? Yeah.
That's all you got?
Yeah. The Dalai Lama wears orange, you fucking rat.
Uncle Paul?
It's common knowledge that if you rub lavender on a boy's chest, he's going to develop little bosoms.
Really?
Yeah, because my niece, I used to babysit her, and I told her that if she ever got tender breasts, you got to rub Earl on them.
Earl?
Yeah.
You got to rub Earl on.
I would rub castor Earl on her breasts.
You would, and how old was she?
1.
Jesus. Hey, we got something from Austin. Matt, what's up?
Hey, tickets for Jimmy Norton.
Yeah. You want them?
I'll go.
What
I do.
How about this? What night?
Saturday night.
All right, well, just be there. Kenny will take care of it, Matt. It's only good for 40 people.
All right, cool.
Bye. See you Saturday.
So now everybody that wants to is going to show up.
No, it's just Matt.
Kenny will throw
only
him away.
Matt, and his date can't come in.
Yeah.
How great would it be if Matt just came in and left this fucking fat chick at the bar?
You guys want to hear about a wonderful mom?
Yes.
What did she do?
We're all over the place today. Yeah. A wonderful mom.
But how does that happen?
It happened.
We want Mom to explain how her baby ate crack. So much crack, 8-month-old Antoine nearly died.
Her tongue was moving nonstop. She was just shaking. Her body was just in a rage. You know what I'm saying?
Lakeisha Smith says a friend put out candy for the baby.
Her father
Smith
shot
had
her.
gone to the friend.
Oh, good. Her father, the Reverend, shot her. After he did a little, she did a little
what
dance.
Biden was referring to, by the way.
You're my son, and I love you, but you're evil.
You're evil.
God.
Where the money?
It was mistaken. It was mistaken for candy.
For candy.
Lakeisha Smith says a friend put out candy for the baby. Smith had gone to the friend's house,
And the mother
Cleveland's
smoked
East
a
Side.
marshmallow.
Mom says she made a phone call, and her friend said, look at the baby.
She was like, Kiki, your baby got something in her mouth. I dropped the phone. When I pulled out my baby, when I went in my baby's mouth, I pulled out a small white crumb. She told me that she set some crack cocaine on the bed. I'm asking her, is you sure that that was the only piece of crack cocaine?
The only piece.
You know.
Well, if she only ate one, okay, we're fine here.
There is a problem in the black community. There just is.
Not enough tables.
Well, you know, I mean, there's a problem everywhere, but really there's a priority issue. And so when you value something shiny, when the average hip-hop kind of associated culture is this sort of superficiality over substance, and then you come up with, you're yelling at Koreans because they work 24 hours a day to support a fucking store.
Yeah, good work ethic, those Koreans.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. But you know what I mean.
It's like
savages too.
There's a problem in the white community. There's a problem in every little fucking race of people has their stereotypical issues.
But we're
and
not
problems.
allowed to talk about it.
But you can't talk about it.
You know, nobody can make a reference. That doesn't mean black people aren't wonderful. You know,
when you read the story or heard the story that there was a baby that accidentally ate some crack, I kind of knew what I was going to hear.
Really?
I really did.
You thought you did you, exactly, and you didn't think the term yeshiva would be in it?
I thought
not the poor kid swallowed a penny.
I thought it was a pussy licking euphemism.
Hey, this next clip will provide probably 15 minutes of comedy.
All right.
Doctors found more than a crumb. The child had eaten 5 rocks of crack.
Oh, nice. Just put the kid in
Did you
the
see
pipe.
anybody with crack cocaine that night?
No, I did not.
A man at that apartment building showed us the people involved are gone.
No, they moved.
Any idea where they went?
Not at all.
You may end up facing criminal charges.
Yes, I know that. I know that. And do you know how I feel?
Mom had a drug conviction back in 2002, but we've learned she passed a drug test after this. County social workers now involved.
I feel I'm the best mom in the world to my children.
Mom and her friends could face charges, but Mom's lucky. University Hospital says that if a child survives all that crack and it's just one time, shouldn't be any long-term effects. But still, did Mom just call herself best in the world?
He had to bring it up. She just say
She's far from the best.
What would make her the worst, Mom, if the kid had swallowed bowling balls? The child swallowed crack. That removes you from running this year.
I'm the best mom in the world.
You might want to take a year off and try again next year.
You know what? Even if,
this competition is not for you.
Even if she's completely innocent,
right,
in this whole thing, and got her act together as a mother and is raising her child, the best mom in the world doesn't know someone that smokes crack. Like, she obviously knows this other woman that had sent the crack over accidentally.
Carol Brady never brought those kind of people home.
Mike,
Tiger
where's the crack?
I don't know. Tiger's licking peanut butter out of your friend's cunt, Carol.
Mike died from the crack, too.
Certainly did, didn't he?
Yeah, wouldn't be a Brady Bunch bit without an AIDS joke. Jesus Christ. They're so predictable. Oh, God. Fuck us.
Oh, that awful green one.
Let's go to Oklahoma. Brandon.
Just hold the baby's lips up to your mouth and a lighter to its ass and inhale.
Brandon, go ahead. Jump in.
Or the other way around.
Yeah, the other way's more fun.
All right, go ahead, Brandon.
Brandon.
Just want to let you guys know there's crack in the candy dish.
That was worth waiting for. Thank you.
Wow.
Oklahoma, is that part of the map?
Oh, dear Lord, indeed.
Of the parts out west.
Where's that Menino clip?
I think Ope's been asking for that for a while.
He just talked again on CNN. Let's see if it's on its way.
Yeah, we eagerly await delivery of...
It's the same clip.
It's the same clip. Oh, they're showing it over and over again. Like the exploding. They're showing them blowing it up 20 times.
Oh, boy. All right.
Slow news day. And I love how they call it a backfired publicity stunt. This is the best publicity stunt ever done.
Yeah.
Ever done.
In a while, sure.
my God, man. What's the matter? You're thumbing. You're thumbing your nose at those?
No, didn't we want to do the chimney sweep?
It was either chimney sweep or
what?
What else you got?
What?
Is that a shame on you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You like shame on you?
Yeah, I didn't know it was the chimney sweep.
What about the best cover of all time? You like music, Dove?
No.
All right, forget
Hate
it.
Chimney sweep with it. No, or tune to it. Chimney sweep. This is one of those shame segments on the news. In other words, Budinsky.
After I said I raped the girl who the Tampa people arrested, and you're like, how do you know? I'm like, well, I'm the one who raped her. You hit me with the old
shame on you. These busybodies. It became like something to do. The news used to do these once in a blue moon, like somebody would be sent out and it was a real legitimate reporter that was exposing something. Believe it or not, Geraldo used to actually have some credibility with the only story he did that had credibility was the Willowbrook story years ago.
What was it?
He went to Willowbrook Mental Hospital and exposed the abuses to the patients in there and the neglect and everything, and came out with hidden camera footage and everything, and it was really like a real journalist went in undercover, got the story, came out, busted things wide open, and changed the whole way they ran that place. Shut it down, I think.
Yeah.
And then the cheaper stations decided they're going to start exposing things. And it became a segment on the news. Yeah. And they kind of ran out of sensational things. The abuse of the mentally ill is kind of a big issue.
Yeah.
You know, some fucking deli that isn't putting exactly 1.5 pounds of ham in their...
Yeah, that wasn't a teaspoon of mayo.
Excuse me, sir. They're chasing him down the block. I was just trying to make a sandwich.
Just trying to make a living.
Yeah, the guy's just trying to eke out a fucking buck, and some guy's shoving a camera in his face. It's just despicable
it's like
what
when
they become.
You know how they play the towers falling down 100 times an hour?
Yeah.
And then they went on the street and were chastising these guys for selling pictures of the towers going down. These guys that are broke.
How could you sell these pictures? The pictures did annoy the shit out of me, too. With the guys selling them on the corner.
But the news is there, 24 hours a day. They're running the towers falling
let's see this
down.
angle, and this one, and that one, and show it again, and we'll show the plane.
No, that's not hypocritical.
How dare you show that trying to sell these pictures of the flaming buildings. Let's go to the flaming building footage.
There was a guy giving tours at Katrina, and they were incensed that he was charging people for boat rides, whereas the news would stand there all fucking day covering the same misery and hope that people tune in and making money off it.
The news, for some reason, has this exemption, and it's not based on the news anymore because it's not news. Now it's an entertainment show. It's based on ratings and commercials to bring in revenue. And they have to do things to make sure you watch our news and not other guys' news.
It's like an escort agency knocking a brothel, you know?
Right.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Everybody's banging for cash.
But they get this special treatment that other TV shows wouldn't get.
And you know how you make it news again? To get rid of those commercials.
Yeah, then you're getting
completely
real
get
news.
rid of the commercials. Then it's
It used to
news
just
again.
be, and the news is sponsored by Bayer Aspirin. And you'd get that, and then here's the news. The desk, the fucking clock behind him. In Vietnam today, 200
Good night
people.
and good luck.
That's it. That was real news. That's all you needed. Why do you need flashy graphics? Get that shit out of my face. I don't care. What's a ticker?
Well, Arnold Diaz went after a chimney sweeper and a scam.
What could a chimney sweep be doing? That is shame on you.
This guy had a scam going on.
Did he think he was doing a minstrel show when he came out of the thing? This is horrible, this archaic means of entertainment. I'm a chimney sweep, you ass. Singing Mammy.
Or he was actually doing it to people who had no chimneys, just old people who were senile. He was convincing them they did.
They own chimneys. They need to be cleaned.
Shame on you.
He was just cleaning their assholes out with a brush.
Wow. Oh, that's good.
This guy wasn't wearing the typical big Lincoln hat when he cleaned the chimney. I'm outraged.
Exactly. He didn't have an English accent. Reminiscent of Oliver Twist.
Hello. I'm a chimney sweep, eh?
They're going after this guy like his life is just terrific. dick.
Poor guy spends time.
Poor guy didn't listen in school. He's now, sweeping out chimneys, and that's not good enough. Arnold Diaz has to.
Maybe we're wrong.
Has to blow up his spot.
Maybe I hope this guy turns out to be such a scumbag that we have to go.
Right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We're wrong. The guy
he killed someone at the bottom of the chimney.
What do you
He's got to rape somebody at the end of this.
Are we gonna love the guy or hate the guy after this segment?
I think I'm gonna like.
Depends
him.
on what he did. I mean, what
do you think? It's Arnold Diaz with that awful mustache that makes you want to hate him.
What do you think the scam is? Because shame is always the guy got money for something he didn't.
Could be somebody's house caught fire because he didn't actually clean. It could be something bad, but
He's
probably
doing inspections, but not really inspecting it. And then they send in a real chimney sweep inspector, and they find out that there's danger of fire. Creosote is built up in the chimney.
Creosote.
Creosote. I know about my chimneys.
Man knows his game.
I think he's actually going house to house putting soot in the chimneys.
I'm going to guess he climbs up the chimneys, jerks off. Because he's got to waste some time. You can't just like...
All right, so you're going with we love him?
He's got to hide in the chimney for a while and make believe he's doing something. Probably waxed off a batch, comes back down, he's all sooted up, and he goes home and says, it's all done.
That's horrible.
Instead of sweeping the chimney, he takes a shit in the old person's medication.
Oh, God.
Nice liquidy shit in the nitroglycerin.
Oh, fuck. What do you think this is?
I don't know.
I can't imagine what a chimney sweep.
He's probably not sweeping the chimney.
I can imagine we still have chimney sweeps in 2007, but...
Let's hear it.
Another person is tossed into the Fox 5 shame file. A couple from Long Island is out thousands after falling for a chimney sweep scam.
Now, the company offers a low-price cleaning as bait, and once you're on the hook, well, they gouge you.
Here's Fox 5's
They gouge you. Really? You're a billionaire.
This is all lies.
Yeah.
You're not
What? You're gouged.
You're gouged.
You're
by
stupid.
Sweep. Yeah. Hey, why don't we chase down cobblers while we're at it? Let's get those fucking guys that make their own shoes. You animal.
These assholes.
This is all lies. You're not licensed. You're not a certified chimney sweep. You didn't put a...
How
Not
do you get
certified.
certified?
All right.
You got to go to the institute and they watch you sweep a floor for a while?
He's not performing abortions. He's sweeping a fucking chimney.
Right. How the fuck do you get certified?
These people were ripped off by the village smithy.
Exactly.
My horseshoes flew off. Shame on you, Cooper. That barrel leaked.
Those horseshoes say Doc Martin on them. We suspect you're not licensed to do that.
That's right.
Hey, did we get a rat update today?
A rat update. Oh, from...
I'm back.
A chimney sweep. You didn't put a full liner in.
Listen, everything that's on this receipt was done.
He calls himself a chimney sweep, but he's really a con man. He scammed Jane and Frank J out of almost $4,000.
Oh,
it started with a phone call offering a $50 chimney cleaning. But when Wally from Affordable Chimneys, also known as Affordable Home Maintenance, came to the J's Long Island home, he said their chimney was in terrible shape. He used scare tactics, telling them,
you might have carbon monoxide in it, and your life would be in danger.
And, I mean, no one wants to die from carbon monoxide poisoning.
No. Die of old age tomorrow. These two stupid old people, fell for this one. You know something?
Get a second opinion when he tells you it's $4,000 to clean a chimney.
If it goes from a $50,
exactly.
I'll fix your chimney for $50 to $4,000, maybe you ought to call someone else in and say thank you. These idiot fucking old people that get taken are amazing. They're amazing.
The chimney sweep guy was Nigerian.
Was he?
Yeah.
What?
Well, at least he looked that way after he came out of the chimney.
Perfect bounce pass to old Jimmy Norton for the slam dunk. Well, the Nigerians,
they do all the scams. I love their emails. I'm waiting
Wally
for 10
said
million.
they needed a stainless steel liner. The brochure shows it runs the entire length of the chimney. The J said yes, and 3 hours later were handed the bill for $3,800. But one of their sons suspected his parents had been scammed and called Fox 5. We brought in expert chimney sweep Ted Catita, certified by the
Not Ted!
Ted Catita.
Wow. Oh, no!
Now we're going to get some chimney sweeping done.
That's right.
Oh, you're in trouble.
They also called Paul Allen and Bill Gates.
Right.
Not Ted.
They called in Ted.
Catita.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Ted
This
Catita.
guy is
Now they're in trouble.
Certified sweep.
Certified chimney sweep.
suspected his parents had been scammed and called Fox 5. We brought in expert chimney sweep Ted Catita, certified by the Chimney Safety Institute of America.
I don't see any stainless liner coming out the top.
He put a remote camera into the bottom of the chimney looking for the stainless liner the Jays had paid for.
And then we start sliding up the chimney.
Yeah, you do that.
And there is no liner.
The camera went up more than 20 feet before he spotted a piece of liner.
It's the wrong size liner for the furnace to start with. It's just a chunk of liner that they threw down there that they probably had a spare piece on the truck. You can see it's not sealed. You can see that you can get smoke passing outside the liner.
He said the partial liner Wally put in was creating a potentially deadly blockage in the chimney.
Oh, boy.
It could kill the chimney? What the fuck is
the chimney could have a stroke.
Thank God for Ted.
Ted gets
he saw
done, man.
He saw it in no time with his remote camera.
Yeah.
What else is he using that remote camera for? That creep.
He's a fucking he's a grammar school janitor. He fucking peeks at little girls taking dumps. Ted Catita is a piece of shit.
We know nothing of Ted Catita.
He could be a wonderful guy, and Jimmy's
ripping in. Wonderful chimney sweep.
Ted Catita could die tomorrow, and it would fucking be not soon enough.
Ted Catita took care of that.
Ted Catita is a nudge.
Ted Catita? Won't see him no more.
Mike, you don't come into a chimney and talk to a man like Ted Catita like that.
This chimney would have been safer had they done nothing at all than it is right now. Somebody could have died here.
So we asked the Jays to call Wally and lure him back with the promise of more work.
Ted Catita does not get that chimney. It'll make him a big star.
Ted wants to know, why did you line this chimney with cotton balls?
There's a Nigerian guy with a horse head in his bed right now.
Ted Catita.
Ted Catita. Takeda, what?
Lure him back with the promise of more work. This time, we were waiting for
it. We had an expert come out, and there is not a full liner that was put in.
It's at the top of the breach. Come downstairs, and we'll bring the camera.
Wally insisted the liner came down almost to the bottom of the chimney.
So the liner should be right there?
About 2 feet up.
Really? Because we had an expert put it...
The Nigerian guy sounds like Rodney Dangerfield, number one.
Hey, huh? Hey, wait a minute, the liner...
Is it possible? There's no way the guy's Nigerian. No. I thought literally it said something about the thing in the press that he was Nigerian.
Wow, doesn't even sound Nigerian.
About 2 feet up.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we had an expert put a camera up there, and it showed there was no liner for the first 20 feet.
That's not true. You could get a camera in there. It should be about 2 feet above this breach right here.
No, we did put a camera in there. Yeah, we did.
No, where's the proof?
I can show it to you.
So we showed him the video on our laptop of the expert's inspection.
Broke it over
Why
his head.
wouldn't he see the liner for the first 20 feet?
I don't understand that.
Wally then tried to blame our expert.
I don't know what this guy did. I think that he did something wrong to it.
Think he did something?
Yes, I do. I think he sabotaged the job. I think that's what he did.
He's blaming Ted Catita.
Wally, Ted Catita, he's integrity personified.
No fucking way he would do something like that.
Ted Catita would.
No way.
No. Everyone knows that.
If your daughter's underoos are missing, Ted Catita's the man to look at.
Ralph Nader would poison aspirin bottles sooner.
Exactly.
Jesus,
the
Ted
guy
Catita.
is just the image of integrity.
What else has been? Apple pie and then Mom and America? Exactly. Ted Catita.
Yeah. Well, he changes his story. He cracks here.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Arnold Diaz makes
wore him down.
He wears him down.
It's that thin mustache.
Yeah. You creep. All right, I'll tell you whatever you need. Let's get out of my face.
Get that gumshoe away from me.
All right, you got me, you lousy screw.
Why is Dan Natterman investigating the news?
I don't know.
And why aren't we following Arnold Diaz around with a camera? Look at him.
Sure.
You want some good TV? He's up to no good somewhere.
I bet you him and Ted Catita going into a van right after and ate each other's assholes.
Ted Catita have walked into my office. What a set of stems.
He likes Arnold's mustache. It tickles the Vas Deverns.
Ted, you clean
shame noir.
Ted, you clean chimneys. I clean assholes. Bend over.
That's filthy.
He pulled 3 fingers out of Ted's asshole and got the old pink sock on his fingers.
Not the pink sock.
The old pink sock.
How many times? Here we go. He cracks.
The bottom part of the chimney's good.
You just told me you had the chimney coming in at about that level. Now you're saying that the first 20 feet maybe you don't have.
I do about 10, 15 houses a day. So, it's like hard to remember every job. When I first came here, I thought it was a different house, okay?
Different house.
Yes, I did.
I'm thinking you're saying that because you know we have the proof that you don't have a liner there.
Wally said installing a partial liner is perfectly safe, but 2 experts we spoke with strongly disagree.
2?
And that's not all. We also learned Wally is lying about his company's credentials listed on their receipt.
Wally says licensed here. Where are you licensed?
I'm licensed in Nassau.
No, you're not.
Driver.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, we checked with Nassau County. Certified chimney sweep. Are you a certified chimney sweep?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Not according to the Chimney Safety Institute of America.
Well, do you have some place where I can mail you all my receipts and brochures?
Yeah, sure.
But he never sent us any proof to back up his claims. Even the Better Business Bureau seal on his truck is phony. The BBB says the company is not a member.
Oh, boy.
Wow. He's just gone and got certified. He spent $100,000 trying to fake it.
Faking the whole thing.
He's got fake jobs.
He's got a fake document.
Fake ID.
I wonder why they only had fucking Ted Kahita. I bet you the other guy has some kind of a name that they can't say on television. It's too embarrassing. It's like Fred Cliff Sniffer. He's like the foremost expert, but Ted Kahita is the guy to go to.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny if the best chimney sweep was Mike Cunt?
Well,
you are not. You are lying. You are not a chimney sweep. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Yes,
I
am.
Shit. No, I'm not.
Yes,
Fuck, you got me.
Well, he's inducted into the Hall of Shame, and we get to hear the awesome stinger.
So into our Fox 5 Hall of Shame,
Fox 5.
We induct Affordable Chimneys of Long Island, a company that specializes in cleaning out your wallet.
Whoever wrote that jingle should be included in the Hall of Shame, as well as Diaz.
Wait, did they get their money back or no?
I doubt it.
What's the number? Let's call him. Affordable Chimney.
Let's call him.
Call him up. And just go, shame.
No, we tell him, look, we're for the Opie and Anthony show. We think you got a bum rap.
Yeah, you got a bum rap.
Yeah.
Call him right now.
We know this. We know this other chimney sweep expert.
Yeah.
That's the only guy who envies the To Catch a Predator victims.
Yeah, right? At least it's only a fucking chimney.
Yeah. He wishes he had walked into a house with a 12-year-old boy at this point in his life.
Someone is suggesting, Bill, good old Bill from Waterford. Arnold Diaz was probably a hall monitor in middle school.
Yeah. Safety patrol.
Good for Arnold Diaz with this one, though. What a piece of shit that guy was.
The guy was, looks like, from his report there, one of these Long Island mooks that are just, hey, I got my van. I just, hey.
His ID said Joey Buttafuoco on it?
Yeah. Like, I picture him looking just like Joey Buttafuoco. What, I put the sleeve in the fucking chimney and shit.
The guy messed with the job, the expert. Ted Kahita, of all people.
He would never mess with a job.
Not Ted Kahita.
All right, I want to hear this.
Light bright, turn on the magic of colored lights. Light bright, make a face to glow at night. I'm scared.
Oh, that's really good.
There you go, the exploding light bright.
That was Tim from the other joint. Jimmy?
Light bright.
Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy's zipping up.
Jimmy?
And to go,
I have a plane ride.
But it's...
I know.
You're going to ride in an
You got
airplane?
a show tonight, Jimmy?
Yeah, in Houston.
Tonight.
Houston.
Tonight you got a show.
Tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday.
Jimmy?
I come home Super Bowl Sunday.
Without you, we're going to be shy in front of Dove.
Oh, Dove will be.
Are you going to get to say hi to the captain and get wings and sit in the cockpit?
I do, but I normally don't like to go and bother him before. So what I do is, like, mid-flight, I just run quickly towards the cockpit door to open it.
Yeah.
They like that.
They really love that.
You see a flight to set on the runway for 10 hours? Could you imagine that?
10 hours.
Oh, I would flip out. I'd rip open that emergency door and jump down on that raft.
Yeah, because you really have no way out.
They got to figure out a better system.
You can freak out. They got to call the cops. That's terrible.
Well, there was no immigration there. That's what
you can't do anything that makes them let you off without being arrested. So you have to sit there.
I'll go sit in a cell.
You're pretty much kidnapped.
Yeah.
It's like a kidnapping
It is
by
like
the
a
airline.
kidnapping. It's illegal.
You should be able to file charges.
You should.
Even when you sit on the runway for an hour, it drives you nuts.
Hours a
You
long
know
time.
the fucking gate's right there.
Yeah.
It's just knowing, you know.
They got to figure out a better system with that crap.
And there's just like something
spilling, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I got scared.
And there's just something about like how long it takes for anything to get done. Like we're replacing this piece of equipment, and it's like I know that's probably like a 5-minute job.
Of course,
but it's going to take an hour and a
They got to
half.
send in 18 union reps, and then Ted Gordita has to sign off on the job.
The sleeve isn't in.
Exactly.
Ted Katina actually got Muhammad Atta upgraded. Fucking. We were on the flight coming back from Houston the other day. Last week we had the connector to Houston, and Kenny, there's an air marshal on, like, because Kenny asked the guy to switch, and then Kenny goes, "That guy's an air marshal." And people in the fucking last row of the plane heard him. He's the fucking worst
what
whisperer.
an ass. Great.
The worst whisperer and person.
He has a gun.
That was what Kenny told me.
How's his dry hair today?
Awful.
Very dry.
Awful. They actually Vaseline him before they let him on the aircraft.
Where is he?
Downstairs in the truck waiting.
Oh, okay.
Can we go to my house? I'm going to finish packing.
Why didn't you pack? You
I got a lot
never
of it
packed
done.
beforehand.
I did clothes last night, so the clothes that are dried, I dried while I was attempting to sleep. So now I have to get them out of the dryer.
You guys live like you're in fucking college.
Dude,
I swear to God.
I was only home for 3 days.
It's like, it doesn't matter.
Have a kiss?
Like, ew. But your laundry.
Do you live with somebody, Jim? You live with her?
Doesn't sound like you live with his mommy.
Oh.
The wash isn't done. It sounds like
chick.
No, you live with your chick.
Yeah,
Jimmy, can you call the show tomorrow?
No, she comes in.
I don't know.
We'll promote the Houston Improv tomorrow.
Okay. No, I don't live together. We just kind of hang out.
Hang.
I was kind of a dick last night. I got to go apologize.
What did you do? Again?
I wasn't. I'm not. But my being a dick is not as crazy as it used to be. Like, I'm not fucking arguing with her. I just kind of sulked and went to bed, which I've been doing a lot lately. But I didn't. I kind of know to keep my big mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because I used to I would do nothing but wreck relationships. Now I just kind of distance myself until you leave.
The big wrecking ball.
Just a piece of shit.
Right, well, have a safe flight, Jimmy, and a good gig there in Houston.
And if I'm killed in the plane crash, to all the fans, thanks.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
See you guys.
Hey, Jimmy, thanks, man.
Horrible. Yeah, that one will make the news.
All right, Jimmy, bye.
Yeah.
Forever.
And made the news it did.
All right, we're gonna break and we're gonna wrap up after the break. Dove,
Yo,
Davidoff, you're playing comics tonight.
Comics tonight, 8 p.m. Tomorrow and Saturday also 8. Please come on.
The website is comicsny.com. COMIX.
And mine's dovlive.com. That has the info as well, I believe.
Oh yeah, let's promote that. dovlive.com.
Yeah.
Someone was like complimenting you on the website. Why?
You have
a good website?
Made it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess.
Wait, let me ask real fast. Let's go to Eddie O in Jersey. Eddie O.
Eddie O.
Hey.
Eddie O.
Eddie.
Dove, it's Eddie O, your trainer.
From the show. Hey, Eddie.
Where you been?
I've been on the West
Eddie,
Coast.
You've been here.
Oh, Eddie's the one that pokes
Eddie's
the
all
holes?
ripped up.
He pokes the holes in the shower curtains?
No, Eddie's the guy who trains the guy that pokes the holes in the shower curtains.
What's up,
Eddie will
Eddie?
kick your ass, Opie.
I didn't say it. Eddie.
Oh.
All right. He hung
There
up.
you go, and then he hung
Great.
up. Just
Great.
wanted to say hi.
That's it? All right. And real fast, we'll go to Larry. Larry. What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted y'all gonna wait E-Rock before Jimmy leaves.
Oh, fuck.
Forgot to wait, E-Rock.
No, we'll do it next. We'll wait Fatso next. It's the Opie and Anthony show. How about a little variety?
Greg Hughes and Anthony Cumia have announced.
We hate women and we butt sex each other.
No, we shan't be doing that.
The Opie and Anthony show.
Which one of you guys could eat my ass right now? It's fantastic.
All right. E-Rock is in studio. Here's the deal, just in case you haven't been following this unbelievable bit that we started about 3 weeks ago. It's just amazing.
Oh, this is the one that grabs everybody. It's weighing somebody. What kind of thrill a minute is the scale going around?
This is going to take the show to the next level, I got to tell you. I mean, there's nothing better than this. We noticed, Dove, that E-Rock behind you, the fat one, that he gained a lot of weight over the holiday.
Oh, yeah?
He gained 19 pounds. You could see it in his chin. Look.
Over the course of a few weeks?
19 pounds in 2 weeks, yes. Just under 2 weeks. We figured it was a pound a day.
Oh,
yeah.
He fessed up to being 200 before the holidays. We weighed him. He was 219. So every week we weigh him. And if he doesn't lose weight, he has to do Chubby Bunny.
Fuck is a Chubby Bunny?
That's what the marshmallows are there for.
Oh, my
it's
bad.
Embarrassing.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Look at young Sam, young, fresh-faced, red-cheeked Sam. He can't keep his hands off the marshmallows. He loves them.
Sam enjoys a good mellow.
Yeah. Him, his white face, his rosy cheeks, and his Negro hair.
I'll bet the guy who co-wrote that song with Janet Jett would enjoy watching you eating a mellow.
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. Or Janet Jett.
Janet Jackson.
I know my music. I used to be a VJ.
Janet Jetson? What?
Were you a VJ?
No. I know nothing about music.
Nah.
I know nothing. No, I grew up in a junkyard. I know nothing about it.
I tried out.
Junkyard.
I really did in Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
A Jersey junkyard?
I grew up in a junkyard. Yeah. It was the
so you know your way around cars, right?
No, I'm not that good at it.
How the fuck did you pick anything up?
I'm a disappointment. I'm like a guy, one of those gay guys whose father was, a quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, shit. Just a disappointment.
Yeah, I'm a disappointment.
E-Rock, I'm going to make a deal with you. If you lost weight this week, end of bit.
Oh, look, Sam's all pissed. Everyone's pissed. The whole staff is pissed.
Bummed out. Is that fair?
Yeah.
If Anthony agrees, we do this.
Why do we want to continue it if he's losing weight? It's only funny if he gets fatter.
Yeah. Well, last week he was 213 pounds.
And I have something that'll make the bit even better.
Yeah?
Yeah. During the time he's on the scale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
213 pounds, 0.8 units.
What? 0.8 pounds? Oh, okay.
But what is it? Like ounces, I guess?
No, 0.8 pounds.
Oh, yeah, 0.8. Let's just call it 0.8 units.
It's on the 10 system,
metrics. 0.8 stones.
Stone.
All right, if you're less than that this week, bid is over. If not, you do Chubby Bunny, and we weigh you again next Thursday.
Okay.
By the way, you've only lost 5 pounds. We've been doing this bit almost a month.
You stink.
The fuck? And all eyes are on you. I would just eat salads for a week and get it over with.
Don't eat anything and really show your mettle.
All right. Is he ready to go on the scale?
Step on the scale and watch what happens. Watch what happens when he steps on the scale. This bit is just over the top now.
All right.
This is what's going to make it.
And he is on the scale.
See, now it's like a game show. And stop on the size of an ox. How much?
210.4.
Yeah.
Get out. Bit over.
Okay, terrific.
Congratulations, E-Rock.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
That's all right, because Monday he's going to get a bikini wax, a Brazilian wax. So.
A Brazilian wax up his ass.
This bit may be over, but the next one's going to be a doozy. We have a little bet that happened yesterday, UFC bet. And what's the bet again?
Silva, Luder.
Oh, yeah, Luder and Silva. And, Bill, you picked?
Andre Silva.
Yeah, and you picked Luder.
And he doesn't know by Luder, he means that Luder from Katrina with the Heineken bottles.
Right.
That's who the guy's going to fight. So I think it's a ringer.
If Luder loses, which it looks like he's going to, he has to get a Brazilian...
it looks like a safe bet that I've lost this already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silva's a real badass.
Yeah.
Well, if Luder gets him on the ground...
Oh, really? If Luder gets him on the ground, there's trouble?
Well, that's that guy's game is on the ground, but the other guy knows the ground game, too, from what I understand. I should shut up. I don't
they're
know
both black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, and one's actually black, which helps.
You know
really?
what?
Yeah, that does. Never bet on the white guy.
For the sake of the bit, the obvious choice is E-Rock, but I'm gonna say this. I hope Bill loses. Much more hair on his
Bill's
body.
a hairy guy. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Bill is a hairy fucking guy, and he could grow that beard. He did grow that beard
in 2 days.
Today. Like he came in fresh-faced shaved this morning.
Yeah, he's the dude from high school. By 5th period, he's got the shadow. That's Bill.
All the hall monitors and teachers were always trying to throw him out of the school because they thought he was the older kid there selling drugs.
Right. Exactly.
He had a full beard in the 7th grade.
I'm thinking if he...
Other kids were submitting a hall pass while they passed.
Yeah. Right. I'm thinking Brazilian wax would be a lot funnier to hear if it's on Bill.
More painful anyway.
I mean, E-Rock looks like he's, look, he has no hair in his arm.
Brazilian wax entails the front, thigh area, where any hair would overlap a thong type thing.
Ball bag.
And the ball bag and your asshole.
And the taint.
Like, I hear the Brazilian wax includes the hair around the asshole. Do you have any around there?
That's terrible.
No?
How do you know?
Are you a mammal?
When was the last time you looked?
How do you know? Is his name Ted Gordita? Ring a bell?
He shoved a sleeve up his ass.
Everyone's saying E-Rock's definitely getting waxed. Eddie-O, you're back on the line. What's up, Eddie-O?
I figured out how to use my cell phone. I just want to say hi to Dove.
Hey,
Eddie. I was wondering, is there any more tickets available tonight?
You know what? I'll get you in. Just if you want to come down, I don't know what.
You know the guy. It's easy.
Yeah,
you go down and go, hey.
Ask for me at the window, or I'll just walk in, man. I'll be there early.
All right, it's Dove.
All right, cool.
Dove Davidoff. We got to get out of here.
Keep it up. Yeah. Your website is awesome.
Oh, thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.
It's DOVlive.com.
DOVlive.com. Yeah.
And it's comics on 14th Street. Near 9th Avenue?
Yeah. It's right off of 14th. Right off of 9th Avenue.
Very funny comedian.
Tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday, 8 p.m.
Good job. First appearance on the show.
Oh, thank you very much for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Did great.
Where you going? You hang on. We're almost done.
We
don't let you off the hook that easy.
We just have to do line of the day, and then we got a meeting.
I just don't like
a show meeting.
Welcome.
Oh, by the way, a week away from So Your Pussy's Got Talent.
Yes.
And we got a guest judge that day. Ron Jeremy will be in studio to help us out. And all the ideas are in, right?
Yep, getting cleared now.
Getting cleared?
Oh, boy.
I would love to know some of the ideas that they're thinking.
Everyone submitted an idea?
More or less.
More or less.
All right.
More or less.
Maybe we'll talk about the ideas tomorrow. All right, line of the day sponsored by BowDogFight.com. You know anything about BowDogFight.com, Dove?
No, I don't.
Use your imagination. The website is BowDogFight.com. What do you think it's about?
That guy's dog's experience with him trying to chase him down and fuck him.
Good. See, that's a good answer based on the earlier part of the show.
That's a wonderful answer. BowDogFight.com. Check it out for yourself. Here is today's runner-up line of the day. It made it a little softer.
Wait, did the woman die?
Yeah. It made it a little softer.
Oh, no, I didn't realize
and
that.
now to the judges. You know, you could have brought a lint brush to get your wife's hair off your sweater. Awful line.
That's a great line.
From that awful break we did.
All right, finally, thanks to BowDogFight.com, here is today's line of the day.
Here
Jimmy singing.
comes the line of the day, line of the day.
You don't want sympathy, and you're showing up telling the cancer story?
Yeah, he tells the cancer story. He's a crying old guy, and he doesn't want sympathy.
Surprised he didn't wheel the coffin in like Hannibal Lecter.
Just going to prop her up here.
Yeah, open it up and let her watch.
Oh, God damn it.
Put a ghost Sherman hat on her.
And the burp seals the deal.
Cut.
Yeah.
That is it for today, guys.
Lines of the day. Yeah.
Very funny.
All right. Wonderful.
We got meetings.
Fuck.
Stupid meetings. Stupid meetings.
I call them nap time. I just kick my feet up, pull my hat brim down so as you can't see my eyes like that, and then occasionally I'll just go, yeah. But meanwhile, my eyes are shut and I'm paying zero attention.
You know, Sean is right from Oklahoma.
No, he's
Oklahoma. I can't believe you guys haven't made the Menino CSI Miami connection. We were going to do that, and then we got distracted out of break.
Yeah.
So maybe
not everything works for CSI, though. Frank.
Oh, thank you guys very much.
We'll see you soon.
Steve
Steve the Bear. Steve the Bear. Sweet Steve the Bear, sweet face, so cozy. We go back to his place and in his cave he shows me his flame hat. I wonder how he can wear that. Wonder how many cubs got caught in this bear trap. His flaming clothes are exotic, homoerotic, and like Steve, it should have never came out the closet. But if you wear it, the sideburns gotta be in good shape. Can't be a cozy bear if your hair don't look great. Steve the Bear. Sweet Steve the Bear.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Line of the Day is brought to you by Bodog. If you'd like to vote on any of the weekly show polls, go to iliketolisten.com.